So, Kate, what we'll do is we'll play a little song, kind of introduction, and then I'll introduce everybody, and then we have a safe word, and then we'll just get right into you.
Right.
We'll just get right into
so
you.
Sexy.
Yes.
We'll get right into you, Kate.
That's
my
right.
God.
Welcome, everyone, to Our Town Podcast. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, share if you can, and review if available. We'd love to hear from you, so comment below and tell us how we're doing. Don't forget to visit ourtownpodcast.com for all the links and join the members-only section of the website or sign up on Patreon. Now here are the boys of Our Town Podcast.
Yay! Well, welcome everybody to another exciting edition of Our Town Podcast.
Extraordinaire. Typically extraordinary.
Coming to you from the I Am Renton space here in beautiful and historic downtown Renton, Washington. And if you guys are watching on the YouTubes or otherwise, you might notice there's another body up here with us. We've brought in a comedian extraordinaire.
Yeah.
That's what I was told anyway.
Extraordinaire.
Kate Carlson.
Carlson. Kate Carlson,
There you
KCC, and the place to be.
Yeah,
Hi, everybody. Hi.
She is here
KCC.
only because we were told we'd get like an extra 10,000 views on YouTube if she showed up.
yeah.
So that's why we invited her out.
Oh, well, I am
And
sorry
giggle.
to disappoint you.
Well, time will come and
Start.
Time will tell.
She'll watch it. She'll watch it another 500 times before next week. Yeah.
Yeah, those are all my own views. I will be
awesome.
watching
Do
this
it.
and
Yeah,
nothing
we love
else.
it.
And
We'd love
sending
it.
my
Watch it
kids.
on-
Yeah, you trained your canines to
Exactly. They
click
just
away.
continue to hit, and they get a little treat every time they hit refresh. So.
Some Chinese view farm. I'll get we'll hire something like that.
Oh, man. Folks, tonight's safe word is contempt. Because I don't know if you've been following the news, but Rudy Giuliani was recently found in contempt of court for willfully violating his unambiguous order of the court. So he is being sued, or was sued, and had a judgment against him for $148 million.
I thought it got off easy.
For the
Didn't happen to a nicer
for
guy.
the two election workers down in Georgia,
Don't get up death
he
threats
was
just 'cause of lies.
supposed to turn over like gold watches and like an autographed jersey from Joe DiMaggio, and he was supposed to turn over some World Series rings and stuff, and he hasn't done that, and he came up with this whole song and dance to get out of reason why he didn't, and then they found out that he didn't turn over a whole bunch of emails or text mails in the discovery process. So he's in big time trouble. I don't know. We'll see if anything really
there
bad
should be
happens
accountability
to him,
for lying.
Yes, absolutely. So if anybody's feeling unsafe, Kate, just yell out contempt.
Okay.
And we'll stop this here program and check on you.
Okay.
All right.
We haven't had to since we started doing this podcast.
Yeah,
though.
but
I have to be honest with you.
we want
you
you
guys.
Hi, Charles. I can see you over there. How you doing?
Tom brought me here today, and I have to be honest, to be on a podcast where there is a safe word is a bit concerning. I'm not sure what I got myself into.
Don't you sweat. But everybody, Kate,
Safe word never has to be used. It never
Okay,
gets
good.
used. So.
Kate, you are a local comedian based out of, you don't have to tell us exactly where, but some city.
You don't need
here
my
in the
exact
Pacific-
address.
No.
Okay, you're not going to dox me.
Neighborhood, something, I don't know.
Snohomish.
Snohomish, oh, you
Yeah,
came a
but
long way.
Yeah, it took me almost 2 hours to get here
Oh,
today.
my gosh.
I could have gotten to Canada.
Oh, God. Is this out of Derp's budget then? I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Yeah. It's going to come out of the puppets.
I have to ask, first question off the bat, Kate, Carlson, is that like Sirhan? You got the
No,
double
I
name?
did meet and marry a man with the same last name as me.
Okay. Slightly different
and
spelling?
yes, he is my cousin. So
Okay. I mean, yes, Snohomish. Ladies and gentlemen in the house.
South Snohomish.
giddy up.
It's only in South Snohomish.
No, I don't think he's my cousin.
Okay.
Honestly, we got married before the big DNA boom, so let it ride. You know.
What the hell, right? Jeez.
I mean, somewhere down the road, there could be like second and third and fourth cousins.
I don't know.
Twice
It is
removed.
spelled differently.
I noticed that.
Yeah, but
It sounds the same.
it is exactly.
It's a homophone.
I just feel like the family
But
I
it's-
married into is like the illiterate side of the Carlson family. Because honestly, I have to spell the E-N all the time. Everybody assumes it's an O-N, so I figure
Right.
somewhere along the way, an illiterate clan of the Carlsons started spelling it wrong or
You know
something.
what
I don't
they
know.
mean. There's no harm, no foul.
I mean, there's two different ways to spell my last name too, but I've only met one person in my entire lifetime that spells it A-R-S.
That's right, because the T is silent.
No, I'm talking about Sellers. Sellers.
I know, the T
The
is
T
silent.
is
Oh, the T is silent.
And
But no, I still think she should just change her name to Carlson and with the number 2 at the end, so it's Carlson.
Carlson Square.
Nice.
Yes.
They don't
I like that.
allow that on forms, so
I don't know. I think you could get away with it these days.
You just put a little asterisk on the end there.
I don't know.
my son has 2 middle names and they won't allow it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Are they the same as well? Like Peter or
No, that would be clever though.
That would be
I should have done that.
Yeah, well, yeah, just force
a reason
it.
to have more kids?
If you were there when I was naming my children,
Little scrubs in the corner.
now it's like $100 and you have to go to the courthouse
Too much
again.
money. That's too much money.
And now you can just go into Reddit and look up on the tragedy subreddit, which is like it's spelled TRAEDR whatever. It's spelled weird. It's
that the English version?
It's a subreddit about weird names, and it's like people who spell names differently, like on purpose because they want to be cool. Or,
Oh yeah, that's the common thing.
or
often.
names like Absidy, which is ABCDE.
Absidy.
Absidy.
It sounds like
and it's the first 5 letters of the
food
alphabet, and that's all it is. A, B, C, D, E, Absidy.
Oh God!
Goodness.
If that's my parents, I'm gonna be an alcoholic one day. That's
Do the
awful.
Corey Feldman,
Oh
just
my gosh.
emancipate.
Like you're just giving your kids future problems.
Kate, are you originally from Snohomish?
No, I'm originally from the Northwest. I was
Okay.
born in Kirkland, Washington.
So web feet like the rest of us.
Yes,
Okay.
full on wet feet. I love it here. I love the
Can't you
rain.
see the Kirkland brand across their forehead?
Oh, is that
Yeah.
what that was?
Yeah.
It's a little faded
I have a Costco tattoo on my ass.
Nice.
with the barcode.
Costco birthmark. It's the birthmark. The birthmark is the rotisserie chicken barcode. That's my birthmark.
Who
They
doesn't
just
love
scan
a
my ass.
rotisserie chicken?
So you're an original Cabbage Patch Kid, is what you're saying.
I'm an original. Yeah.
At the very least, right? Anywhere is Snohomish treating you well? Is there anywhere you'd rather be?
Like fucking Medina.
I mean,
like sorry,
well,
sorry. I wouldn't mind living in a mansion in
I like
Medina on the
Snohomish,
water.
though.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's just out there.
It's far from everything.
Yeah.
I'm not in deep Snohomish. Like Snohomish, it can take you a while to get from one end of Snohomish. It could be
Yeah.
close to Monroe. It could.
Well, I
I'm
liked
really
Monroe,
close
and
to
then I
Mill
found
Creek.
out the prison was there.
Oh, God.
Like, I'm not.
You found out. It's
living
been there
behind
for a
there.
long
Right there.
time.
Yeah.
If you go to the
Yeah.
Grew up
When
going
they tried
to a.
try to get me to go there.
Yeah, I grew up going to a yearly barbecue
At the
within
prison?
view shot of the prison.
Oh, nice.
Because one of the guys who owned the house was a corrections officer.
Oh man.
So we go party by the prison.
Party by the prison. Hey everybody!
Just flaunt it in front of all the inmates.
Yeah.
We're having a pig roast. Letting it waft over there. It's like cruel, honestly, now that I think
So
about
did
it.
you go to Kirkland High or?
No, I went to Juanita High School.
Juanita. Okay.
But my actual alma mater is Best Alternative High School. Yeah, baby.
Nice.
I was a wild one.
Nice.
Alternative high
Was?
school queen. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
So you stayed in Kirkland all through high school? And
Yeah.
moved away? Okay.
Well, I lived in California for a little bit when
what
I was
part of
8.
California?
Santa Maria. For like
South.
6 months, and then we moved back.
Is that
My
on
mom was
fire
going to get
right
married.
now?
I don't know, but God. Prayers to LA.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
There's so many
Holy
comedians
moly.
that I know and that I'm seeing on my feed that are evacuating and that live down there. Friends that have moved from here.
Nuts.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy and
Yeah.
apocalyptic. Have you seen the videos of the trucks blown over?
No.
Oh man, they're driving out of
I
town
saw
and
that. What is
semi
it?
trucks have fallen over
It's that
all along
heavy
the freeway.
winds?
Yeah,
Is that
semi trucks
the
just on their
Santa
side.
Ana winds or Santa?
It's beyond the Santa Ana. This is bigger than Santa.
Yeah.
Anna's not that kind of bitch. Okay, this is some craziness.
Oh,
This is El Diablo wins right now.
I saw a TikTok about that like maybe 2 hours ago.
About
the trucks all like, there's like 6 or 7 different trucks on their side, along the side of the highway.
littering the freeway.
They all just got blowed over, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't know what the hell that was all about. I just said, what's going on? Is this the apocalypse? And they're like freaking out.
Looks pretty apocalyptic. So.
I mean,
it's awful.
With the fires happening down there too, I would imagine it's probably going to freak a lot of people out.
And they couldn't get aircraft in.
The first night, right?
Yeah.
Or the second night or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So prayers
scary
to
stuff.
LA.
Yes. Thoughts and prayers.
But let's talk about fun.
Let's talk about comedy.
Yeah. Enough comedy.
Transitions. These are the best.
Because is comedy a coping mechanism for humanity at large and yourself at all?
Oh, for me, for sure. I love
Okay,
comedy.
yeah.
I love watching comedy. I love going to stand up. I'm not cynical about that.
Did you grow up like watching a ton of comedy, and that's kind of what got you into doing stand-up stuff?
I was kind of naturally funny just growing up, since I was a little kid. But yeah.
Were you the class clown?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
For sure. For sure. People, I could definitely hold court and make people laugh, and I found that I got a lot of attention as a kid doing that. I was the baby of the family, so you're like,
Same.
look at me.
Yeah.
And I just got humor at an early age. Like I was able to see. My mom worked for a newspaper in Bothell. And she got to go to screenings of movies.
Nice.
And she took us to them. I saw like Beat Street and got to meet Sidney Poitier at one. When I was a little kid, I didn't even know how cool that moment was. And then the moment that really affected me was when I got to go see Spinal Tap in 1983 in a preview screening.
Nice.
And I'm like 8 years old getting Spinal Tap. Like it just hit my soul. I have the Stonehenge tattoo on my ankle from that movie.
So
I'm such a fan. I just got a Nigel action figure for Christmas from my kid, and I have the big action figures of the whole band at home. I just love that movie, and that really. And watched Saturday Night Live a lot. We were big Saturday Night Live family growing up.
Yeah, satire.
When did it go bad for Saturday Night Live?
It still isn't. I love Saturday. I'm a fan. I'm not one of those people that are like,
shit on it all the time. Yeah.
You know when it goes bad when I'm not watching it. I'm bummed out. Life gets busy and I miss out.
There's one or two in each cast that don't really click with me as far as like the sketches they do. Initially, I didn't like Adam Sandler or the guy who did the
Andy Samberg?
No, not Andy Samberg. Elf.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. I didn't like him on SNL either.
Oh, love him.
His skit he did with Sherry O'Terry where they're
The cheerleaders?
The cheerleaders?
that bugged me to no end.
Really?
I absolutely hated that bit.
Oh, wow.
It's like this. No, it just no.
Rubbed you wrong.
Oh, it was very fake to me, and it was like it was forced. It was not. It
seemed weird.
It was. They were trying too hard.
I feel that way about him in Big Brothers.
I love that.
Or
movie.
not Big Brothers, Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Like I get that movie's funny, but like half the time I'm like, these are grown men
that's all.
behaving like they're 13.
It's pretty dumb.
Should they be evaluated?
Well,
do we need medical intervention? Like, this is weird.
Clearly undiagnosed neurodivergent.
Like, should we be laughing at these guys or getting them some help?
I think it's more of a love story.
Yeah.
They found each other finally.
Yeah.
But I'm a Will Ferrell
It's got the
fan.
white turd in it. The Legend of the White Turd.
It's all about the boats and the hose, man. The boats and the hose.
Yeah, boats and hoes, baby.
And I don't want to try to like box you into a corner. Do you have a comedy style? Is there a comedian that you sort of emulate a little bit, or?
I don't know if I have somebody I follow. My first stand-up that I just fell in love with was Steve Martin.
Nice.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I love Steve Martin. That's the one comedy album on my
That's
phone.
great.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of obtuse, you know what I mean?
Silly.
It's like, you know,
yeah,
it's good.
so silly. When he says, Grandpa bought a rubber,
Yes.
I cannot stop laughing
Yes.
at this age. Like,
It's just out of the blue. It's
Just out of the
great.
I
so
actually,
good.
in 6th grade, I finally made, every year, I tried to get in the talent show in elementary school. Like, I wanted to be on stage. Like, in 2nd grade, I went and I wanted to dance. And I danced to the Pointer Sisters Jump. I did not get in. And then, as an adult, I go through the lyrics of Jump, and it's all about jumping and having sex with somebody. So I got it, why they didn't put me in as a 2nd grader, dancing to that song. But in 6th grade, I finally made it in, and I was lip-syncing to King Tut.
Nice.
And I was King Tut.
that was my introduction to Steve
Yeah.
Martin.
Nice.
I was
That
King
was
Tut.
nice.
Yeah.
My friend played the sax and was dressed as an Egyptian. My other friend pretended to play the guitar, and we brought the house down. Like,
That's
all the
great.
parents loved it.
Of
'cause
course.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is the 80s.
Yeah.
It was.
I remember listening to that in the car on the way down to the Science Center to see the exhibit.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the King Tut.
Oh, how fun.
yeah.
Funky Tut. I love that. Like, honestly, I still love that song.
Talk about a talent, man. Steve Martin.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. He's
Otherworldly.
smarter
Have
than
you heard
everybody.
him play the banjo?
banjo?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's-
Yeah, because the
a-
Steve Martin
amazing.
Brothers album is one side is banjo and the other side's comedy.
Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
awesome.
Great.
Well, and he's award-winning with Edie Brickell. They've won
Oh, jeez.
a bunch of awards, and
Yeah.
I don't know a bunch, but they've won some awards, and
Yeah.
they're he's just so cool. But my comedy's not like him. It's just, I think my comedy, I just wrote about my life, and so it's not really in anybody's style. It's just about my life and stories about me, and
Are you a little blue or are you a little?
Oh, yeah.
yeah. oh yeah.
oh, yeah.
I'm not like vulgar.
No, but she doesn't censor herself, but she's not she's not trying to be an edgelord of any way, shape, or form. Those guys who are saying things just to shock the fuck out of you. No, she doesn't do that.
No, but it can be a bit controversial. I talk about fostering. I'm a foster parent, so I talk about that. And I talk about having a hysterectomy. That's part of my set, and what it's like raising essentially triplets. That's been pretty
I was
crazy.
really
Thanks
hoping you
for
were
that,
going to
brother.
say that you were like Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah. Hey.
I mean,
Jack and Jill. No, that is not me.
I would say she's kind of observational. I mean, she doesn't really talk too much like topical things. But it's mostly about her family and her being a parent and stuff.
Uterus.
My uterus. Yeah, not a lot about my vagina. More about
You're
my
trying
lack
too
of a
hard.
uterus.
Yeah, you could have just walked in front of the kid.
Bye, Jeffrey.
Bye,
Jeffrey.
Bye, Jeff.
Talk to you soon.
So yeah, it's definitely not something. Although it was funny. Now I'm blanking on the comedian's name, and that's horrible.
Oh, that's okay.
So I'll just move on. But it's not really anything anybody can duplicate because it's honest from my life and thoughts that I've had with people sitting there. I'm not watching comedy and trying to make a joke similar or something.
Yeah.
It's all about my life, so it makes
what
it
comes
hard
natural.
for somebody else to tell my jokes.
Yeah. So you write all your own material, I assume.
And it's
I mean, I've gotten tags.
Yeah. But geez, I think it's great. And that way it's personal and yes, I don't know, because that's how we make sense of our own lives too, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to laugh about it because it's just bonkers.
Yeah, and if you're not, I think it's part of my neurodivergence, but I have this thing where I have to feel authentic.
I think that's called dignity.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people play a character and they're not that way in real life.
And there's something
art.
to that. Yeah, that's something else, right?
Dice, that was a character he did.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with and I don't remember his real
Planet
name.
of the Cave Bear.
But the Larry the Cable Guy.
wasn't
That's
really a
I mean,
cave.
He's
that's a
total act,
That's a
yeah.
character.
Totally.
Full-on character.
Yeah, his name
And
is
there's nothing
Chris.
wrong with that, right? It's like, that's just a different thing, right? It's like,
Well, and it's slightly a character. Like, who I am on stage is an amplification of who I am in real life. I don't feel like I'm different off stage, but
No, you're not.
There are jokes. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I'm not really trying to sell a child.
You're doing it. It's your
They're
market.
jokes.
It's a job.
Yeah. So there is absurdity, and it can be a real story, but it's all meant in humor. So I'm not real, which is always fun at a show because people don't get that sometimes.
Like, what did she just say?
Yeah.
Did you really
I swear
do that?
It's okay on
Tell
here,
me
right?
knock knock joke.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, like this one guy, I was running an open mic and I had done some of my stuff, and I do make a joke about marrying my cousin, right? And I had to go tell this guy to be quiet because he kept talking through all the other comedians' sets, and it was an open mic, and sometimes people get drunk, and as the host, I gotta maintain that for the people on stage. And so I'm going to talk to him, and then later he's like, okay, cousin fucker, good luck cousin fucking your cousin. I'm like, hey, he really was not getting the gist of what comedy is.
That's when your inner dice click.
Hey, oh. Oh my God, he went online, he was like,
I would fuck that guy even if he was my cousin.
oh my God, it was so wild.
I wouldn't fuck them with you pushing.
Hey.
How many times do you tell somebody that you're a comedian, and they're like, "Oh, tell me a joke"?
Oh, so many times.
So good.
So many times.
Does that happen like almost every time?
Oh, every time.
Doctor,
Or,
did you check
no.
my goiter?
Every comedian will tell you this is the truth. This is like the cardinal truth. If you tell somebody you're a comedian, this has happened in therapy too. Like telling my therapist I'm a comedian. Oh my God. They start telling you about all their favorite comedians, their own jokes. They feel like
Oh, you can use this joke, by the way.
they want to give you yeah. Or
So
I got
kind.
one for your little skit.
For your next show, you should totally tell this joke. Yeah.
A lot of times they call the skit. It's like, oh, yeah, thank you
Not
for
really a
telling me
skit.
your story. That'll be great if I tell a story about a therapist.
Yeah.
That'll make so much sense
I mean,
coming from my perspective.
I mean, telling it like this would make it funnier. I think.
No.
You're like, yeah.
Honestly, I had a therapist who would not shut the fuck up about me being a comedian. I stopped seeing him. I started to like clam up and get really hostile towards him. I'm like, I will not be fun. I will refuse to be fun around you. You're not getting funny, Kate. You're getting the fuck you, Kate. Okay?
The Kate
I'm
that's
paying
gonna send
you.
him to a
Yeah,
therapist.
isn't that like the demand avoidance thing?
Yeah, I don't know. It's the I'm paying you avoidance. Like, if you want funny, Kate, you pay me. I'm a professional comedian.
Right.
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
I get to
Do your
fixing my
job.
brain, okay? Fix my brain, not my funny. I'm good there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Do you have any comedians that you absolutely cannot stand?
They're not listening to the show, so you can talk all shit you want.
I didn't find what Kill Tony did very funny.
Oh, he's
I'm not going to say I hate Kill Tony, but I find what he did I thought he was pretty funny on the roast of Tom Brady.
Doesn't he
but
write most of those roasts?
he probably got help from a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of comedians at that level do have writers around them.
Yeah. I thought when you do roast, you write the jokes for the other person to talk shit about you, right? Isn't that how it works?
No, they write at my level, comedians don't have writers. Okay, they're writing the roast.
No,
jokes.
what I mean is like the person you're going to be roasting, and they're roasting you. They write the jokes for you to talk shit about them.
No, I don't think so. No,
Okay. I thought
but
that's how-
I've not
Maybe that's
gotten
what
to that
Shatner
level.
did. He's like, well, here's what you were going to say about me.
About me.
Dude, I'm almost positive that Jeff Ross or maybe one of the other big people on that roast wrote the jokes for Shatter. But I'm positive that
A team of writers wrote those jokes.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
be real. Even
It's
for
a good
the
job.
and even for
how-
the comedians performing, they had writers help them as well. Like Nikki Glazer worked with writers for the Golden Globes. I mean, she's a beast, and she's going to give the final cut, I'm sure,
Right.
and hone it. But they have help.
I
And
saw
the
her show
delivery.
at the Moore that she did in the last 6 months. She did a show out there, and she was recording her special for Netflix.
She probably wrote all that.
Yeah, and I got to hear the same joke 17 times. And I tried watching the special. I was like, yeah, I heard this joke a lot. So
Did she redo them because she was recording?
She was shooting.
She give you a discount?
They're honing it. They're honing it when they're on the road.
It wasn't even that. It was like they're doing different takes because they want to get the right take for the recording.
Yeah.
And comedians don't go and do a new hour every time they're up on stage.
Right.
They're it's like a play.
Right.
You know, it's like an album. You go see a band, they're going to play pretty much the same set list.
Yeah, because
Every
it keeps
time.
it from going off the rails.
Yeah,
as best as you can, because
you pretty
everything's
much
trying
like
to put
that,
it off the rails.
Yeah. I'm not doing crowd work, and I've been working on
You've got a
building
set
an hour.
routine,
Even Steve Martin, it took him like 10 years to get his full hour and go on and do a Wild and Crazy Guy.
An hour on stage?
It's a long
What
time.
are you, Metallica?
When I see comedians doing specials and doing hours all the time,
That's
God, but
it's so much work.
that's their job day in and night. Like, I'm a stay-home mom of 4 kids.
Yeah.
And going through shit, so I don't have a lot of time to write lately.
Although kids are great material.
Oh God, endless. Although teenagers like, don't talk about me, mom. Yeah.
Well, you can't get into the venue anyway.
Yeah, I know. You don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you can have the set while the kids are in the audience. You have a different set for them to hear.
No, it's
They've heard it all. They know. One's my favorite.
the car driving them somewhere. That's the tax, bro.
Actually, I think the first time I saw you do stand-up was at one of Jamal's shows at the theater.
Oh,
and all
the
your
Red
kids were there.
Civic.
Yeah.
I don't think they were there.
No, yeah, they were. You had at least I think they were your kids. You had a group of people with you. They were all teenagers. So.
Oh, I think it was my nieces.
Okay.
Yeah, it was my nieces. They were all of age, because I think that was honestly, I try to get away from my kids when I do comedy. Honestly,
bring them to work.
I've brought them sometimes. They've seen me perform a few times, but yeah, I mean. Who brings their kids to work? Like once a day,
I do, because they have
a year.
small little fingers. They can fit into the stuff on top.
Child labor.
Hey, here's a pickaxe.
I can get them to do all my work and not pay them.
I mean, if you're a single mom and you have nobody to watch your kids, I guess you kind of have to sometimes. But
yeah, but you shouldn't. Like your kids shouldn't be going to work with you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I don't get to go to school with them, so.
Right?
Yeah. When's snack time again?
Yeah, it's honestly like.
Dad, when's recess?
When's the pudding?
When's the pudding?
I go to comedy like do my work. Like I take it serious. So like I'm networking, I'm having fun, but I need to be able to be myself and create connections. And kids really are buzzkills in those moments, especially in the comedy
so much
scene.
micromanaging, you know what
There's
I
a
mean?
lot of pot in the comedy scene too. I don't need that around my kids.
Yeah.
I need that around me.
Have you seen? I know you're on TikTok. Have you seen those live videos of people pretending to be like teachers or like some other authority figure, yelling at the people in the chat room as their kids or their students or whatever? Don't you do that? Get out of there! Don't touch that kind of thing.
Is this some kind of weird?
It was
you pay to do.
I don't know what
kind of
algorithm you're on, Tom.
Seriously, dude, it
Seems weird.
It was literally the weirdest trend I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't just one person. It was several different people were doing this, and I guess allowed them to get gifts or money from the people.
This is like a Dom thing.
For like a performance
It
prank
sounds
or
like
something?
it. Yeah. It's so basically.
Are you sure this was on TikTok and not OnlyFans?
It was absolutely on TikTok.
Do I have to throw out the safe word, please?
Yeah, good times. The first time we've actually used it. No, seriously. And I think it was like reverse psychology. It was like, I don't want you to send me that gift of the galaxy. Don't you fucking do it. And then, of course, they're doing it because they're being told not to. And they're like, well, I'm going to do it just because you told me not to. And they're getting all this money from people sending gifts that they're telling them not to give them.
This is stranger than ASMR.
I think I want to start doing this. Like, don't send me money. Whatever
Don't
you
dare
do.
send me $20.
If you send me $100, you're a scumbag.
So the thing is what you got to do is you got to know which gifts give you the most money. It's like, you better not send such and such thing to me. It will make me mad. Don't you do it. And they're like,
It's like some weird ass reverse psychology.
exactly, yeah. I'm here for
The ad,
it.
like the back of magazines or the newspaper would be like, send $1, learn how to be rich.
And then you just send them the ad back.
Just keep sending $1, bro. Oh, my
All
God.
you do is you put an ad in the paper and tell everybody to send you $1. What up?
Okay, and then there's a TikTok version of that too. Said, hey, if you want to learn how to make money off of TikTok, send $1 to my cash app.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we're gonna have to have somebody go check on Todd once TikTok gets banned. What are you gonna do all day, Todd? All the algorithms.
I'm already planning on just being on Instagram. So
Okay, he's ready.
He's
He
got
has a
a backup
survival
plan.
plan of the apocalypse.
I already get more engagement on Instagram anyway. So
Are we calling it the TikTok apocalypse?
Nice.
TikTokalypse.
Say that 10 times. TikTokalypse.
TikTokalypse.
TikTokalypse. That's better.
TikTokalypse.
Kevin O'Leary was going to buy TikTok or
Who's
something.
Kevin O'Leary?
He's one of the Shark Tank dudes. He's Mr. Something. Mr. Clean.
Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's like 170
Mr.
million. How much is that?
He's
Mr.
bald with
something.
an
I don't
earring. And he creates a great little...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's
Wrong button. Sorry.
Smells like pine
170
sol.
million. No one person should be in control of a media empire. Just like, didn't William Randolph Hearst teach us fucking anything? Right? It's like, it's so bad. Yeah, at least we got that out of it. That's something. Light us into wars then, too. man.
my
Same
God.
fucking dog shit. Oh, man.
Oh, TikTok.
Dick. Have you had any good fortune using like social media for?
Dude, no fortune. I wouldn't say. I haven't really attended.
Is it treating you
I'm
well,
a
like?
very bad stand-up comedian when it comes to social media presence.
Okay.
I really,
The
honestly,
self-marketing thing.
yeah. Well, kids are holding me back. I have a lot of family responsibilities.
Yeah.
So
Kids.
I haven't been able to really like get into that realm of like,
I think of
cutting
all the
and
money I
editing.
would have saved
Sure.
if I didn't have kids.
Oh my God. I know.
what I could get
They really
done.
hold you back in life, right? No, I love my children.
Yes, and
I
you're
love
doing
my
a good
children.
thing. You really are doing a good thing. So.
Thanks. Keep telling me that. I need every positive affirmation.
And it must be a good thing because a good deed is its own reward, right? So that's it. There's nothing-
whatever he
no
said.
other reward.
And just think, they're all of them are almost 18, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have one that's 10.
Okay, so that one.
No, they're cool kids. I have very
Right
cool
on,
kids.
right on.
So 3 that are high teens.
Yeah, 3
High
that are
teens,
seniors, high
late
teens.
late
One
teens.
that used to get high. I don't know if they're high teens, but
Yeah.
they're all about
then a
to be
10-year-old.
adults.
Upper-class
And then a
people?
10-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
He's like the oops adopted baby. All adopted.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that, good on you. That's fantastic.
Yeah, thanks. I know I'm a saint, right?
1,000%
I'm morally superior than all of you.
better.
Keep telling yourself that they're going to burn you at the stake.
Really, I'm infertile from kicking it too much as a teenager. No, who knows?
You'll be fine as long as you're not a CEO of anything. You'll be fine.
Yeah, cancel me. I don't care. What are they going to cancel me for my insurance? I don't know.
Did you get to name any of them? Or did they all
yeah.
come pre-named?
I changed they all came pre-named. They were certified pre-owned.
Yeah.
Certified.
Kick the tires.
Yeah,
Did you get them from
they're
Toyota
certified.
or Honda?
The Washington State.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, they auctioned them. No, they're free.
You get them on
From the
online
child auction, From the confiscation auction. No, there's no auctioning.
Did you guys see that video? People, I think it was in Texas, where they were like, these kids were like up for adoption, or they were basically being doing like a runway kind of like.
Oh, that can't be
Are
real.
you serious?
Yeah.
That can't be real.
I got you might be onto something there, Kate. I think that more kids would find homes if they did like an auction.
Yeah, scarcity adds value. You gotta give them a sense of scarcity.
You get that
They
FOMO.
tried that.
Hey,
Wait, I didn't get that last kid. Let me get this kid.
Oh my God. Yeah, it could be.
That kid had glasses. They got to be smart, right?
Oh my God.
You can play violin, I'm sure.
This is derailed. Honestly, when I was little, I loved Little Orphan Annie, so I always knew I wanted to adopt kids.
Come out tomorrow.
So
We would take our baby because I was a cabbage. Like I had ironically, my very first cabbage Cabbage Patch Kid, they come with a birth certificate, and her name was Cassandra.
Yeah.
And the very first kid I adopted, her name was Cassandra.
Wow.
Nice.
We did change her name though.
I got to ask you this: how many
They changed their
other
name.
parents did your mom have to kill to get to that Cabbage Patch?
My grandma got me the Cabbage Patch Kid. That was very
nice.
special. I still have that.
Granny's killing for toys.
Right?
Kate's grandma was like the one who mowed everybody over during the blue light special.
Nobody messes with Nana.
Those elbows in there. Yeah,
She got us both the Cabbage Patch, me and my sister.
Kmart,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Honestly, though, I found it in my closet, my Cassandra, and I posted a picture of her online on Facebook, and all these millennials and Gen Zers are like, "That thing's creepy." I'm like, "Don't you talk about my baby?"
Wait till they meet Teddy
You're
Ruxpin.
creepy.
I was just going to say that. Oh my
You
God.
still have your Cabbage Patch
I
Kid from
do.
that?
Oh,
is that
That's
worth
pretty
like
cool.
Kate,
$20 or something?
$20.
That thing's probably worth $1,000.
No
Yeah.
way. She's out of the box.
Don't matter.
I've loved on her a lot.
Love
That's
Dawn.
really
Yeah.
neat. No,
I
I
have-
think
Now
that
it's
it's
worth
still
even
around.
more.
Yeah.
I have almost all my stuffed animals.
Don't get me wrong, it would be worth more than that if it was still in the box, but it's still going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
worth a lot of money just because.
Probably. She's an OG. She's an OG.
Original.
OG, baby.
Yeah, and she's,
Had the-
she's
had the,
awesome.
had
Do you still have the birth certificate?
I
Then
don't
I'm
know.
calling CPS.
I may. I Can I file for a new one?
I don't think. I don't. You
Is
know,
Cabbage? What was that made by? Coleco or something?
No.
I think
Charles
Man.
Xavier or something. That's the X-Men, but it's something on the foot.
the tattoo on the butt cheek was of the guy who created the doll. Yeah.
Who created Cabbage Patch? Jesus. Who else?
Obviously.
No, I think
Cabbage Patch.
I think about a decade ago.
Hatched.
I think about a decade ago when they started doing Cabbage Patch Kids again. You were able to get new birth certificates for old ones too.
They did not hit the same way. Those kids think these Cabbage Patch dolls are creepy
Well,
as
they
hell.
got Amazon
And you know
and
what?
shit. They don't even have to put their lives on the line for them. You know what I mean? Like a real parent.
Right? They have to be linked to a cell
Like
phone
in
now.
7th grade when you had to carry the egg around for like
God,
a month
yeah.
to keep it alive.
Oh my god!
I remember that.
Way too hyperactive for that.
Now they
shit.
give them like real babies.
Because they have so many of them.
Like, not real babies.
Don't even have to auction them off anymore. They just-
Here, here's your
They're
baby.
just giving away in high school.
Try to keep it alive for a couple of weeks. And then hand it back in when you're done.
Harry
giving
Potter got
away.
bad.
Yeah, they're creepy. He just pulled up a picture. They are creepy. They're all cheeks.
Oh man.
So the real babies are like
This
Tamagotchis
one's
or
going for
something.
$90 on eBay.
They all have like
pet him.
moon faces, like they're on steroids, on prednisone.
Yeah.
Got a lot of water weight. It's okay.
I'm like, I couldn't even keep my pet rock alive, you know?
Okay, it was 2004. This is Cassandra.
You know what gave him that creepy look? It's the weed killer from Monsanto.
Yeah.
Got them all.
That's what babies turned out to be like.
Today's paraquat.
They're genetically modified children.
GMO kids.
I mean,
Agent Orange.
I think the people that used to like their Cabbage Patch Kids are now into Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Oh, the horror movie.
Oh, the alive doll. Oh yeah. No, if it's got a neck, I'll punch it.
Oh, God.
Annabelle. Yeah.
Doll, ghost.
Never
I
been
don't give a
afraid of
fuck.
creepy like
There's some
Chucky, man.
Neck
Just kick that
feature.
little fucker across the room.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
have you guys watched the TV series for Chucky? The first season was actually pretty good. There was a couple scenes where someone just booted him like a football.
God.
It was great.
Is he a doll or a demon or something?
He's a demon doll.
Combination of both.
Technically
Something.
speaking,
I've never seen any Chucky stuff. Who's the lady from Chucky?
the young woman.
Jennifer Tilly. Right?
Yeah, Jen Tilly. Yeah. Remember,
Yeah.
what's the movie with her and Gina Gershon?
Oh, yes.
That one,
Bound.
exactly.
What
oh,
was
yeah.
it?
We'll
Bound.
talk about that off.
Contempt!
When Cinemax meant something, people.
I feel like we're entering a...
It's 1986. You've got Cinemax for the weekend. Giving away free cable for the
I didn't have
weekend.
Cinemax. I had to try to tune it in with that little bar in the
waviness.
middle. The wavy thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
That's
Jennifer
my first
Tilly.
porn.
You see like one booby. Like,
I totally. I was like babysitting at 12, and my neighbors had cable. We didn't have cable. And then you could get to that one line on Cinemax, like, oh, titties.
You're like, wait, was that a guy's nipple or is that a woman's nipple?
I didn't care. It was a nipple.
I got
It was some strange.
Yeah. So good.
Strange nipple. I'm here for it. Horny little tween. Like, oh my God.
Oh, God.
Oh, Cinemax.
Oh, man.
It brought many of us, many Gen Xers into adulthood.
So I don't want to date you, but you're definitely Gen X.
You don't want to date me. That was so rude. I don't want to date you either.
Well, I am married. So
Like, fucking ask me out first. Jeez.
Charles.
the wife's going to get mad anyway.
Yeah, nice when you got it home, wifey. Rude. I don't want
She
to
doesn't watch
date
this
you.
anyway.
Oh, was I taking that too
Not with
literal?
that attitude.
Yeah, I don't want to date you with that attitude. Like that.
So child of the grade school in the 70s,
Oh,
80s.
born in 74, baby.
Okay. So you're
Yeah.
just a little bit younger than us.
Yeah, I'm 50. Just turned 50 this year.
So congratulations
Yeah.
for making it this far.
Oh, God. I hate it when people do that. I'm like, quit clapping. I've done nothing remarkable. I'm a normal human being. I did survive the 70s.
I mean,
Good on you. Good point.
You made your 50th trip around the sun. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, and survived a lot of lack of parental supervision.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was a latchkey kid from birth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
And
Okay.
minimal nutrition back then. You know?
Oh, God. We were the first, like, Costco generation where we got Hot Pockets in
Yes.
mass
Yeah,
and
like-
bagel dogs.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
remember bagel dogs?
Bagel dogs and bagel
Bites?
bagel bites.
Oh,
Bagel
yeah.
bites are still there, but bagel dogs, y'all don't even know.
I
Bagel
wa-
dogs were the bomb.
I
Were they
want
like
to
a
know
full-size
where the
hot dog?
schools got the bagel dogs from because
That's a
those
great
bagel
idea.
dogs were the best. Oh my God.
And
School
where
bagel
was it? Your
dogs-
school?
school bagel dogs were the best.
They're gone now. I don't see bagel dogs anywhere. Somebody make bagel dogs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Geez,
I think
I'll take that recipe on. Let me write that down.
Nathan's makes
I can
bagel
make
dogs,
that.
but they're tiny.
Are
They're
they
like
pretzel dogs or bagel dogs? Because they make pretzel
They
dogs.
do both, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
But yeah, a
that's
lot
kind of
of
related.
processed
But the thing is, just like the ones from school. I don't know where up in Kirkland if they had them or not, but the ones here in this area were like
Man, I don't remember
They were good size.
dogs in school.
We didn't have
I don't remember that in school, but in Costco, they were money.
corn dog, I think we got.
Yeah.
Not a
Dude, the
bagel.
bagel dogs were like, I was excited when they had bagel dogs at school.
I would be too. Bagel
I
dogs
like
are the
corn
best.
dogs
pizza.
because they're a vehicle for mustard, which I really
Yes.
do enjoy.
Right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mustard
and-
as you can ever
to like go bonkers on.
Speaking of
I don't need
the
any
school
excuses.
pizza, there's a guy on YouTube that has the recipe for the school pizza.
Oh, barf. Who wants that
yeah,
recipe?
yeah.
You don't have
Oh,
fond
have you
memories?
had
We should make that a joke
school
soda
pizza as of
request.
late?
Not as of late.
No.
Wait, what?
Only as a probably pre-12.
Okay.
I haven't had
Y'all
that.
have
not
false
since
memories.
1980.
Okay.
Because grade school pizza is trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
If
compared
they
to
call
the
that-
other offerings, I think is why we look forward to it. 'Cause the other
guess.
stuff wasn't.
It was-
I don't know. You did.
It's like bologna with gravy on the other day.
It was
Yeah.
sausage. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
seriously, the lunches that we got that were like either bagel dogs or the pizzas were the two that were best. Honestly,
Best,
I mean,
yes.
of what we got. I mean,
Yes.
what we got.
Yeah.
The other things we got were absolute garbage.
Yeah, is
Like,
syphilis better than gonorrhea? You know?
Well,
in terms of, no, it's not.
well,
It is better than herpes, though.
it is better than her.
Right? It's not. It can be handled with a pill. Herpes, not so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have trash palates as children. So,
Yes, I
like,
know
we
that.
remember it way better than it
fried
truly
bologna,
is.
right?
That could probably be pretty tasty still.
yeah.
But we do it
I
fancier.
do have a sentimental spot in my heart for fried bologna.
Yeah,
It was one of the first things that I was like, cooking.
just-
I'm probably like, goo goo gaga, flip, flip, flip.
yeah.
It's better than plain bologna.
Now,
Yes.
compared to like a restaurant pizza, yeah, it was garbage. It was gross.
yeah.
But comparing it to the other options we had at the time in the cafeteria, pizza was pretty awesome.
It's like it tastes like shit, but you can live off it.
I just remember like a Bisquick, like
Soggy crust,
soggy
yeah,
Bisquick
yeah.
crust,
Yeah.
and then like the meat sauce.
Because it was just made in a cookie
The,
tray.
the
It's just
sauce,
like a big cookie.
just
the
a big
sauce was
cookie
my
tray. Yeah,
favorite
no, that's all
part.
that
The
is.
sauce was my favorite part. Everything
Nice.
else about
Jeez, I wish I had Todd's memory.
The crust was kind of crunchy. I didn't like it, but the sauce was really good.
We've had this debate, Kate, before, and I want you to weigh in right now. Sloppy Joes, good
Oh,
or bad?
man.
Yeah, right on.
Big time.
Right on.
I love a good sloppy Joe. Can I tell you, I have a really secret, wonderful ingredient to add to sloppy Joes. Okay?
American
Cocaine.
I'm
cheese.
listening.
No, cocaine.
Sloppy
Psilocybin.
awake.
Mushrooms. No, when you can double the recipe, you do a pound of whatever ground meat you're using, and then you do like half a head of riced cauliflower.
Ah.
And then you like put in enough for 2 pounds
Yeah.
of the sauce mix. It makes them even better. They're healthier, and when they reheat the next day, they're not dry. So
Nice.
they reheat better.
Jeez, everybody
And you
that
can-
was a life hack.
All right.
It was
Glad
like
they're
that.
paying attention.
And you can sneak it by your children; they won't even know.
They
it's
won't
there.
even know.
And it's
That's
half-
the beauty of
Wow.
sauces. God bless sauces.
Yeah.
Because you're like, yeah.
And you can't tell it has cauliflower in it at all.
Nice.
Cauliflower has a very I'll adapt to whatever it's cooked with.
Yeah, they'd make so much crap out of cauliflower, pizza crust, and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it can be
rice.
done.
Rice it and ground it with any meat you're making. It
Yeah.
goes good with taco meat too.
Yeah. Are our expectations on cauliflower too high these days?
Not at all. Good stuff.
Yeah. When spiced along its path, right? You got to do something
I mean, just
with
plain
it. No.
on a veggie tray, trash.
It's
Like
not-
you're
not-
putting
it's
cauliflower
100%.
on a veggie
100%.
tray.
Yeah, and as George Carlin pointed out, going back to comedy a little bit, he used to talk about broccoli being the cure for all the cancer, but cauliflower was the one that would cure cancer. It's like the goiter that you can see from across the street. It would cure that.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Thank you, George.
Right now, the cottage cheese is having its day in the sun.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, all the recipes are like make cottage cheese flatbread, cottage cheese
Oh, that's
cheesecake.
interesting. Huh.
And so I blend cottage cheese and put it in a lot of things.
Only thing I know about
Instead of heavy
cottage
cream.
cheese was Mom loved it, and she would always serve it with a pineapple slice.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
I put tomatoes in it.
Oh, that's an interesting one. You know, people think I'm crazy.
And black pepper. Gobs and gobs and gobs of black pepper.
Yeah, I'm not a savory cottage cheese girl.
No.
Oh, yeah, what do you do?
I put, my mom grew up applesauce in a cloud. So it'd be cottage cheese and then you put applesauce in the middle. It's phenomenal. People think I'm crazy about it. But think about it. Apples and cheese. Is that a snack you got?
No, straight up.
Similar
and the textures
flavor.
are just complimentary enough. I think
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
And it's that's kind of sweet and yeah.
You all came here for comedy. You didn't know you were going to
Okay.
get cooking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a stay-home mom.
No,
I
like
cook
it.
all the
Food
time.
is good. Sharing
banana bread.
recipes is what humans like. That's one of our superpowers.
I know.
You kidding me?
I love a good recipe.
Oh, yeah.
For kids, do you find yourself making like 5 or 6 different meals a day, a night?
Nah, I try not to.
Just
I'm
like,
not
this
that
is what
kind
I
of mom.
made, eat it, or... that's-
Yeah, if at this point, if you don't like what I made, you can go microwave something else. You know where it is. Honestly, I don't even have to have them all at the table. I try to get them all at the table, but I have a son who's a bit. He has some neurodivergent needs, so it's like if you're there, you're there. If not, eat later. We're gonna just get whoever
Just
can get to
gotta
the
kind of
table.
Work around it, right?
Oh yeah, but everybody wants something different.
No.
It's.
Then you all get jobs and go to restaurants. Right? Get
God,
whatever you
I
want.
know.
They make it out there
Uber
somewhere,
Eats
bro.
ain't cheap, babe.
No.
So get a job, go buy your own food.
Thank
Hallelujah.
you. But let me tell you, when a kid eats what you cooked, like when they sit and gobble it up, it's mind blowing. It's like the best feeling. It's almost orgasmic, but if that wasn't inappropriate in front of the family.
Like
But you're feeling
Sally
like a winner.
Field
You
having
really
that,
like
or not
this?
Sally Field.
You like the baby?
Meg Ryan in the.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll have what she's having.
Yeah.
So
or
good.
Sally Field. You like it? You really like
really
it? Oh my
like
God,
it.
you like it? You
Nice.
really like it? When there's no leftovers, you're like, oh my God,
So
I cured
nice.
cancer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
Stuff, so they're not going to
17
run
different,
anywhere.
like, Tupperware things in the fridge.
Okay, let me share this one recipe.
Okay.
It's so fast to share. Okay, and it's delicious. My kids gobbled it up. The whole thing, the whole family liked it. You take a can of refried beans, you put it in a baking pan, and then you take the frozen Reese's burritos. and pop them in, put enchilada sauce on cheese, and the lady at Costco called it Ghetto enchiladas. I was like, let's go. I made them 3 times this week.
Nice.
It's just like, make them again, Mom.
Awesome.
So cheap and easy.
Yeah. Nice.
Try it at home.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
That'd be great if I like.
Todd can't do the beans.
I can't do refried
Oh,
beans.
that's right. He's not. But you can do the rest of it, right?
It's a texture thing. It's the
Do black beans on the bottom.
It's the
Do black
it's the
beans. Oh,
tism
yeah.
thing. I can't
Yeah.
do beans.
Yeah.
Like no beans whatsoever.
No beans at all.
I have a gag reflex anytime it gets anywhere near my
You
face.
don't put beans in it.
yeah.
You can do it sans beans. Just put the sauce down first,
Yeah.
burritos, and then more sauce.
yeah.
And
I mean, it's really why Todd had to give up his career as a cowboy on the cattle drives because
Because all
it
they
was
had
all
was
beans.
beans again, cookie.
And he is terrible at fart jokes because of that.
He's
He never gets to capitalize it.
No, he's got a character because we do off show
Yes.
radio hits.
Yes.
We have different
Parodies.
radio plays that we put on, and anyway, in one of them, his character is very
Gassy.
gaseous. Yes,
And he doesn't have to use sound effects.
he is. He's really.
It's natural. He does his own stunts.
It's pure as the driven snow.
Yeah, I put the mic next to my ass. No, actually, I just do it with my mouth.
He's the fart equivalent of Tom Cruise.
I'm better than Tom Cruise. I'm not a Scientologist.
Tom Cruise runs, but Todd runs.
But Todd can sound like he has.
That was a really good diarrhea joke. Thank you.
You're sliding into first, and you think you're gonna burst diarrhea.
Oh my God. I used to sing that all the time.
Diarrhea is funny when somebody else is going through it.
These are the things we would sing while people were like getting third-degree burns in their butt cheeks coming down the slide.
Yeah. Oh, one of my favorite ones was diarrhea is gross, but it's really good on toast. Diarrhea. Oh my God, it's so disgusting.
Kids today are so missing out
I know.
because they don't get commercials. Well, I guess if they got the cheap Prime,
Yeah, if they don't pay for it, no
My
ads.
kids have the cheap price.
so they're getting some of the ads.
They hate it though.
Dude, because well,
Someday they'll look back.
I don't know about like Disney Plus or Netflix, but the ads on Prime are the same 3 ads. They're like 2 minutes long, and you see the same ads in every single episode.
And it's all those prescription ads. Like you're going to be bleeding
You
from
need
your
a burger.
eyes, your butthole, your nose, your ears.
Should I talk to my doctor about this?
The ones that are like why is like they're like anxiety medications. May cause anal leakage. May cause bleeding from the eyes.
Life causes anal leakage.
I think the anal leakage is what's going to give me anxiety.
Right, you won't care.
Gaskets wear out, people.
You'll just be dripping down the street. You don't give a crap. No pun intended.
My butthole's leaking, but you know what? I don't care.
You know it's working. You know it's working when your butt's leaking.
You don't care.
And you're just like,
you don't
fuck
care.
Yeah, we talk about anxious about it.
Yeah.
That's something.
I bet you that's the medication that Trump's on.
Oh my
Anal
God.
leakage stuff.
The one that causes anal leakage.
Ugh.
Did you see that
anal
video?
leakage.
There's a video of him like actually shitting himself.
There's multiple.
There's all these people just do one of these.
Yeah.
But that's why he wears the Depends, right?
I mean, everybody in the aisle next to him looked at him at the exact same time with the same look of disgust on their face because everyone heard him do it. And he's just sitting there like, yeah, I don't care.
Can't we just get Grandpa to bed?
Honestly, if I could shit in my pants and still be elected president of the United States,
Right?
I'm shitting my pants all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't have to go. Okay, no rules. Let's go.
I know. That, well,
I bet his Depends are Trump brand too.
Honestly, I don't think I could shit myself if I tried.
I just shit myself.
that's
Somebody played
involuntary.
nuclear football.
we're all just a bottle away, you know.
We're all just a really strong sneeze away.
Bloosh.
I mean,
But like trying, like.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could put on Depends and like just let it go and pee in myself or something. Like my
Well, the
body
show
would
must
fight
go
it.
on, you know what I mean? It's
That's why
like-
they're for incontinence, you know?
I
Or really like lovelorn astronauts.
Yeah, remember that? That's extra effort, though. That's a gold. That's a star for extra effort.
It's real love.
2 years ago, I was doing DoorDash quite a bit, and I got put on a new diabetes medication that made me pee every 10 minutes.
Oh.
And that was not fun when you're trying to deliver pizzas and Burger Kings and whatever else. And so I bought a package of adult diapers thinking that would be useful because I was like, I'm not getting to a toilet anytime soon because I'm delivering this fucking Big Mac. But I stopped taking those meds.
Yeah, good plan.
And it was like I continued doing DoorDash for another 6-7 months before I stopped because my car was starting to act weird. But yeah, no, I tried that and no, it's not fun.
I really don't think I could, even doing that. Like I delivered food late at night, and like you don't have access to bathrooms.
No.
So I found the best hack. I would just pee in a cup and then dump the cup out, and then it doesn't splash on your ankles, ladies.
Yeah.
Another hack.
Amazon
KCC hack.
They do sell, and I have
urinals.
They have the little disposable urinals.
Yeah.
For men and women.
Yeah.
And I had to, because I'm like, you guys, there's such a weird thing in this country about access to bathrooms.
Yeah.
It's puzzling. It is.
Even at gas stations now.
Because Americans are hung up
What
on
is wrong
weird
with
shit.
you? Where are you
I don't
supposed
know.
to be?
Well, but don't forget now, there's a bunch of people on dope passed out.
They need to pee too, though.
No,
Yeah,
but
but
I mean,
they're not-
but shooting up in my bathroom
Yeah,
is a pain.
true.
It's a pain.
Yeah.
Or well, I guess they don't even shoot up.
Yeah, it's
whatever the fuck people do.
It's the people who are doing
Get the
meth
fuck
in the
out of my
bathrooms
bathroom.
is why the bathrooms are all locked.
No, I get it. But we need bathrooms that are accessible.
It's a public thing. Yeah, of course. It's a human
or not
need.
care if someone whips it up and just pees on the sidewalk. So
Well, that's
but
the
then-
only
but the-
alternative sometimes.
Yeah, no, but pee is kind of sterile, but poo-poo's not.
No.
And you know what I mean. We need, as a civilization, we need a way to deal with that potential pathogen instead of pathogens, right? That's just
Well,
how it is.
in LA, like in the homeless communities,
Yeah, no, it's a thing.
like the plague was coming back.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Because rats get into it.
Yeah.
I mean, and then no, it's a thing.
The lack of hygiene,
Yeah.
with the increase in homelessness, definitely more accessible
yeah,
bathrooms.
no, it's fine. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
and I think it's only here in the States. Everywhere else in the world, their bathrooms are available to everyone.
Yes.
Pretty much. Or there's just understandings that you can wander off and
Take care.
There's little poo spots.
Shit in the woods.
Yeah. In Nepal, I used to ride my bike. Yeah.
Go
Just
full
like the
bear. Just like the
And like
Pope.
on trails there are, right?
Is that why women were picking the bear because he knows where to pee and poop in the woods?
No,
Maybe.
because they're not misogynistic assholes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Beep, beep, boop, boop.
Bears will just kill you. Men will molest you, then kill you. You know, they're just like, let's skip the molestation part and get straight to the murder.
Straight to the-
That's what the ladies are saying.
disemboweling part.
Like, okay, I can get raped and murdered, or just murdered.
Or just murdered.
I'll go with the mauling. I think
it's
that's
not personal when it's a mauling. You know what I mean?
No, with the bear, it's definitely not personal.
All right. Unless you have known that bear. And like
Unless
way
you
back
poke
in
it.
grade school, you kicked him in the nads or
Unless
something.
you poke him.
I like during that whole argument, guys are like, the bear's gonna kill you. I'm like, well, yeah, we know that the bear's probably gonna eat the kid, but guess what?
So
Let's
are you.
just skip over the diddling and just go straight to the death. Okay, it's a quick death with the bear.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think guys are pretty cool.
Well, thank you.
I'm with some pretty nice ones. I've only had to say the safe word twice.
Only
Only twice.
Only twice, which is it's actually a record.
One of many that
tell you
we
which
don't
one
get
the
into
record
today.
This is going to be episode 106.
Crazy.
10. Yeah, are we on
There's
105?
five or
Look at me. I'm trying to get a plaque.
105.
So 105 episodes, and we've not used the safe word
Yeah,
once
geez.
until today.
Record breaker.
And of
Kate
course, unfortunately,
Carlson.
it's all sarcastically.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really making the whole safe word thing a
good.
joke, aren't I?
No, you're good.
It's meant to be kind and considerate.
I'm not taking it serious. I'm just saying I think it's funny to myself. So
Thank you.
Yeah, we do that because sometimes we get in heated discussions, and it's just there if anybody really needs it. So and it for fun.
They're so like
And when that happens,
Nice.
everyone's like, Todd, calm the fuck down.
like contempt, Todd. Jesus.
Oh man! So since Gen X is the greatest generation ever,
totally.
what's the
In all
best thing
human
about being Gen
history.
X? Is it the give a shit less attitude?
We had really good hip hop. Oh my
did.
god.
Yes.
Hip hop now is so annoying to
Stupid.
me. It's so like mixed with electronic music and
And weird drugs.
I don't know weird drugs. I mean,
no, I think it's because nobody listens to that shit unless you're on weird fucking drugs.
Maybe.
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know.
It's the thing that changes your voice. What is that?
Auto-tune?
Yeah,
Auto-tune.
weird auto-tuning.
The auto-tune, and it's the weird mumble rap thing.
It's very Travis Scott-esque. Although ladies in rap are killing it.
People love it, so.
Yeah.
Ladies in rap. are-
Ladies in rap right now are killing
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
But I really like the music of my generation. We had some really like groundbreaking music.
And we bridged such a cool because we had the 60s and 70s kind of as our
From stadium rock,
oldies or our classic rock,
Sure.
but then we got that whole disco into the new wave, into the punk, into the
hair band.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I saw Def Leppard in concert.
Nice.
You
Talk
know.
about that.
Lucky.
Oh my God, is that my trigger? Well, because back in my day, you could only choose one band. And then I chose AC/DC. And then all the
AC/DC
cool
was
kids
cool.
picked Def Leppard.
Hey, I liked both. I liked AC/DC
But I
and Def
swear to
Leppard.
God, dude, back in the day, or at least in my general clique, you had one.
Oh wow.
You picked a
that was
band.
it, huh?
And that was
I
it.
saw Duran Duran in
Nice.
concert.
Ah.
I saw some epic.
Yeah.
I saw some pretty epic concerts. Like,
Yeah.
it's so crazy how expensive concerts are now. It's like out of the
Oh,
realm.
I can't even.
It's a
And they
thing.
weren't so like crazy like
I
they
know.
are. Like that Eras tour with Taylor Swift. and,
Yes.
like people are spending hundreds and hundreds of thousands. Like wow.
Yeah, to
okay.
be amongst like 50,000 other people. It's not like you're, they're going to dinner with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah.
Honestly, the last real big concert I went to, my mom, she's in her late 70s now and has Alzheimer's, so she's not doing it much anymore. She's not going to concerts anymore. But the last obsession in music she had was Bruno Mars. She freaking loved her some Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars is awesome.
She saw him in concert probably 6-7 times. She drove all the way to Vancouver. She would travel to see Bruno Mars. And so she took me to Bruno Mars. And I was like, I don't want to go to concerts like this anymore. All you heard was girls screaming at the top of their lungs. I'm like, oh, I felt so old in the moment. I'm like, my mom's so into this.
That's
It
great.
blew my mind. I'm like, maybe her hearing's going. And I'm at the peak of where I don't want to hear teenagers scream.
Screaming the whole time.
I went
He
to
looked at
one.
my channel
I went to one
direction.
concert that was like girls loved the band, and I liked 2 or 3 of the songs. They're coming to the Pure Fair. Go see them, and I went to see this band with my cousin Marianne.
Band name.
I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. I liked the band. I love the music, and then we got there, and I couldn't hear anything because of all the screaming. I was so mad.
Yeah.
Coloring me bad.
I wanna sex you up.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And it's a bunch of grown ladies screaming.
No, it was a bunch of teenage girls that I saw.
See it at the
was
time.
this?
Yeah.
It was they were big at the time.
Oh, okay, yeah,
this is
yeah.
Was
when
that
they came out.
90s? What was that?
Yeah,
It wasn't like
early
the-
90s.
Oh my god! My friends wanted me to go to Vegas to see all like recently.
Yeah,
there was
because there's
this
a number of those the
rap
boy bands,
colla-
right?
Well, this was
Oh.
I wasn't a boy band fan. I liked New Edition. I was a hip hop girl.
Sure.
You know,
I mean, New Edition was.
I was not a New Kids on the Block. Yeah, but like there was like 2 types of girls, right? In your camp, it was 2 rock bands. Mine, there was New Kids on the Block or New Edition.
Nice.
And I was a New Edition. I was into the hip hop, the R&B.
Sure. Ready for the world.
Yeah, I'd color me bad. I would probably have been screaming back then. But like I'm so neurodivergent, I got completely off track.
It's okay.
Oh, but recently my friend invited, like, can we get tickets? And I tried to get tickets. I couldn't get it. It was this big, like all these bands from when we were kids, when we were teens, and they're doing this thing in Vegas.
It was up in like not Woodinville, but Carnation, wasn't it?
No, this was in Las Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas.
Yeah, it was like hip hop legends, and I'm like, this
Jeez,
is
that's great.
hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm like, what is this sponsored by AARP? Like, everyone,
Oh my God.
everyone going.
Yeah, hip
It's getting blood
replacement
pressure
service.
checks
Have
at
you
the
joined
kiosk.
AARP yet?
Not yet.
I had it for a year.
Oh my God, I can't do it.
I didn't use it though.
I don't need 10% off that bad. You know?
Yeah, every time I go to the store now, they're like, "Oh, let me find you. Are you military? No. Oh, you see senior? And I'm like, what's the discount? What kind of proof do you need?
This lady at Ross. Okay, first it was at the Safeway. The guy at the deli department asked me if I was my kid's grandma. I'm like, and then he did it a second time. I'm like, dude, that's just rude. Shut the fuck up. Don't ask me that again. And then
why is he out in public?
Yeah, like, you asshole. Ask if he's my brother. Like, come on. Always age down when you're talking to a lady.
Yes, no doy.
And then I'm at Value Village, and she asked me if I want the senior discount. I'm like, what the hell is... I know I look like shit today, but come on.
I can still pull you over that fucking cash machine here, lady.
At Ross, I'm checking out, and the lady in front of me, she offers the senior discount to her, and then I get up to and she was, I don't know, maybe she saw it in my face, but she was like, I can give you a 10% discount. She mentioned nothing about senior. I'm like, I'll take that discount.
What kind of proof do you need?
None.
My AARP card.
Honestly, the next time I get offered it, I'm taking it, because that's your your tip,
ticket, man,
for calling me old. You owe me a refund.
I need at least 10%.
At least.
At least. I was looking forward to being able to use getting the senior menu at Denny's, but there's not Denny's anymore.
No. Does anybody do that? Does any restaurant do that?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Does
senior.
Applebee's
There's one
do
on
that?
4th Avenue. I go to the 4th Avenue one.
Yeah, there's
by
a
Orient
few by
Express.
me up in...
Up north, maybe. Down here, there isn't any.
I'm a big guy. I need more food than that. So
Than the senior menu?
than the senior menu. Because it's like a small plate.
It's
We'll
small.
give you one liver instead
like
of
egg
two.
whites or some shit. It's like, I'll punch you. Fucking,
I need protein, damn it.
Don't give me the one egg omelet.
oh my God.
I'm not 80.
And
Need
even
the
if I
super
was,
senior
all the
menu.
more reason just a fucking glutton.
You know,
what I mean? It's like,
I still
you're
have the
on your way
ability to
out.
poop this out. You don't have to worry about that. You know, I take medication, my anal leakage.
Yeah.
for anal,
Oh,
it
this will
just
just leak
slides
right
out.
out.
I can't even keep it
What's
in.
the new superdrug? Oh, Pentrix or oh yeah, no, that
The
makes
new
it,
superdrug?
Yeah, it melts.
does it do
It's
for
supposed to be for diabetes, but then people found out that it just made like
Ozempic.
poop.
It's the
Ozempic.
injection.
Yeah. So you just poop the fat away. poop the fat away.
That's how fat gets out of your body. You pee it and poop it out.
The potato chip, was it Olestra?
Yes.
That was the...
It actually said on the packaging, may cause anal leakage.
And then people were just like, oh, that's pretty good.
I can eat a whole bag?
Yeah, you can eat a whole bag, but you have to spend the rest of the evening in the toilet.
Get the family size bag.
They stock it next to constipation medication. Where do I found the Wow chips? They're over in the pharmacy.
That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
The Wow. Yeah.
I remember those. People's
do
butts
too.
were exploding.
Wow! That's why they call them wow chips. Eat a whole bag of them and you just go,
Get a big wow later.
Meanwhile, Gen X, we grew up with like Jolt soda,
oh man, I love Jolt.
Twinkies.
We would get 2 liters each, me and my
Yes,
friends.
yeah.
We would chug Jolt soda, and then we'd go TP the neighborhood.
Nice.
And nobody recorded a fucking instant of it. That's
Yeah.
the best part of Gen
Yeah.
X. There is no evidence of us except on really big video cameras
Yeah.
that were really hard to carry around. They were like full on like TV studio
Guy's got
cameras.
like, got like a box on his thing, and he's got it wired in.
So people did not record everything. It was special occasions only.
Oh, I remember when my parents got the first, what was the video camera with the tape that you put in? They recorded every fucking thing, and it's like, nobody's going to watch this shit.
Do you still have them somewhere?
Oh, yeah, they've got them.
Well, that's neat.
Who's watching them?
Nobody.
How dare you? Nobody wants to see my 10th birthday party.
I do. That's
I'll send you.
Don't watch it when you die. It's like,
About a year or two after my mom passed, my sister found a bunch of my mom's VHS tapes from when she did all that stuff.
yeah.
Did all the little tiny VHS tapes, right? So she took a couple of them to Costco to have them digitally transferred to
nice.
a DVD. And I remember going through it and finding some of the clips on Costco's website. And one of the videos was of Marianne hamming it up for the camera.
How cute.
It was so fucking hilarious.
When she's like a wee lass.
She was 17, 18, maybe 13, mid to late teens.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My parents,
High teen.
when I was really little, like before I was born, my parents had one of the reels.
No.
The old reels,
Yeah,
there were
right,
little
yeah.
tapes,
Yeah.
and you
8
saw,
millimeter?
and there's like no audio really, it's just video. And my sister collected some of that and put it together for a tape, and it's the saddest video given to me because my parents divorced when my dad left my mom. He was a typical cop, back in the 70s.
Oh.
And I became an early child of divorce. He was cheating on my mom and left her when I was about 6 weeks old.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Yeah. And so this video that my sister gives us, it's all the reel-to-reels of my sister when she's a little baby, my older sister when she's pretty young, because my oldest sister was 10, and my other sister was 2 when my dad left. And so all these videos of them as a happy family, and then it was clear that he took the video camera in the divorce because I did nothing. The video just cuts.
Oh, man.
I'm like, why did they even give me a copy of this trash? It is the saddest family video ever. It's like, oh, Kate's here. Let's turn off the video camera. It's hilarious.
I will say this to all what's the new one? The Gen Zs? The Gen...
Yeah, Gen Z.
Gen Beta, I think is the
Gen
newest one.
Beta?
Oh, that's
To the none of you that are watching this, be very careful on the videos that you find. Gen X.
Yes.
Maybe take a look at them very quickly to make sure.
Yeah,
of
there
what
could
it
be
is.
weird things on those videos.
You might find the video that starts off all wavy looking.
Or it starts as something and then it's been re-recorded over.
Your parents acting out their favorite sausage delivery.
Really inappropriate.
I was just thinking that someone took an old Disney tape and then recorded a Skinamax over it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, we had really weird pop culture references. One of the bits I'm working on is about the movies that we saw. Like, I am not surprised that people from our generation, like Diddy and Harvey Weinstein and things like that, are happening.
Yeah.
They promoted rape in movies. Like, it was okay. Do you guys remember the movie Revenge of the Nerds?
I was just going to say that, yeah.
Those nerds raped people and sexually assaulted women throughout it, and they were the heroes.
The wife was trying to get the daughter, 14, to watch 16 Candles the other day. And I was like, honey, do you remember 16 Candles?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, kind of. I said, well, I mean, it's kind of racist, and there's kind of like a take advantage of the
drunk cheerleader.
In the end.
She gets raped by Michael C. Hall.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, maybe not the best movie for our 14-year-old.
Anthony Michael Hall, yeah. I'm mixing Dexter.
Dexter Hill, Anthony.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a great crossover.
Right? Yeah. I mean, and she ended up dating him in the end.
Yes.
That in Revenge of the Nerds,
like,
too.
yeah.
Like, nerds are great.
And those two started dating him and they got married in like the second or third movie.
In Revenge of the Nerds, they were married, and Betty and the main nerd were married. Yeah, but like
Lewis,
he raped her in that movie, and then she's like, "Oh, it was good.
It was good, so I guess we can be together now."
Yeah, they put on cameras to watch them naked in their houses. All the revenge in Revenge of the Nerds, they're mad at the jocks, but all the revenge is on the women.
Yes.
Honestly, they put nude photos of one of the cheerleaders out in the pie. They put cameras in the dorms of the women to catch them nude. He rapes the teenage girl, the lead cheerleader, because he's going to get back at the head football. It's like so wild. And we cheered them.
Yeah.
They did do stuff to the guys too, but they
not
did all
much.
But not like they did to the girls.
They put icy hot in the jocks.
Okay, that one they did. They burned their another sexual assault.
Yeah.
They burned their genitals.
Yeah, but Ted McGinty, he deserved it.
Is that Ted McGinnis or whatever?
Ted McGinty.
Yeah. He was an asshole. He deserved a little icy hot on his
He
nuts.
killed Happy Days. Come on.
He was the shark that they jumped.
We talk about. We were trying to come up with a way that the world ends because Ted McGinty shows up.
Oh my god.
That's the final.
That's the final episode
for sure.
He is the apocalypse.
The world just
Him,
collapses in on itself.
And,
Yeah, we get them all together
and the
in
little
one
kid,
place.
the redhead
whole
kid
world
from,
just-
yeah.
They should have put him in the Umbrella Academy, right?
I haven't watched that since the first season.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Well,
good stuff.
it's about the apocalypse.
Oh yeah.
Is it okay?
He could
Yeah.
be in every episode, every timeline of the apocalypse.
Which show?
Umbrella Academy.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah,
Because it's all it's
interesting.
It's smart. It is. It's good.
yeah.
Do you watch a lot of TV? Are you a TV?
Oh, you know what I really like is cult documentaries.
Oh, nice.
Everyone's like, "Are you trying to become a cult leader?" I'm like, "It's lucrative."
Send me $1, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
It
without
pays
all the
well.
like sexy stuff, without all like the rapiness.
Right.
Yeah, that seems like cults always go down the rapey.
We'll have
No,
fun.
I'm down for like a good food.
Like a happy cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cult with lots of snacks.
And
lots
friends
of
and-
snacks. Yeah.
Delicious
So it's like
snacks.
hanging out
I
in the
don't
club,
think-
I guess. But
I don't
more
think they'd
snacks.
call it. I think they'd call that a social club.
Yeah,
a
so-
potluck.
Cult of pudding.
Yeah.
$350 worth of pudding. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could just have a potluck cult.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That'd be all right.
I wouldn't mind. I think I'd be a really positive cult leader.
Yeah.
But you really need to have nefarious intentions
Yeah.
for it to really take off.
Cool.
You know?
I guess you're right.
To really get hooks in those
And
people.
you need like to start out with a couple of really good minions.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do the work, right?
Yeah.
You want to sit back
Well,
and
you
just
can't-
tell the minions like, go tell everybody that they need to hop on one foot on.
Because you always have to
Tuesday at
have
3.
one degree of like,
Yes.
Of untouchableness.
Yes.
And I'm really hard at asking for help. So
Delegation's hard.
I'm hitting roadblocks. But I do. I just watched the Jerry Springer documentary.
Was that good?
Yeah.
I just saw an ad for it yesterday. And I
It
was
was
going to
good.
watch it. Yeah.
But I watch those things and then I'm like, God, I feel like shit because I loved Jerry, and then you're like, yeah, they really like tapped into the
base.
base of humanity.
Yeah.
I've been to I was not a guest. I
was gonna say, wait,
I was an
well,
audience member at the
yeah.
Jerry Springer
Okay.
show once. I got to go to Chicago and I was like, I'm
nice.
going to Jerry.
Nice.
I was like,
Was
nuts.
that hard to get into, or they just
No.
like, come on in, let's.
I knew I was going, and I
So, like-
emailed them for tickets.
Like Price is Right, to get on that, I hear you have to be like super energetic in the crowd or before the show.
Email
and you got to
tickets.
do. No, I just mean to get called up to do the showcases or to get your name called. You got to be like, we're a little flashy and be a little. But with Jerry, you just.
Just email
Show
for
up.
tickets, yeah, and they gave me tickets. I do have a friend who won a car or got to play Plinko.
On Price is Right?
Yeah, I'm
That's
so
cool.
jealous.
For Bob or for Drew?
I think it was for Drew. I don't remember.
Yeah.
COVID has really sapped all the time out of my head, space and time. But it was like, oh,
I haven't watched too much Drew Price is Right.
no.
I've seen clips of it. It's basically the same thing. It
Yeah, but
really
is he
is.
as enigmatic as Bob?
I
He's
mean,
good.
Yeah,
Is he? Okay.
No, I mean, he's a.
And he is clever, yeah.
But another really positive thing about being a part of the Gen X, we lived in the game show heyday.
Yes.
Like we got to live in the renaissance of the game show.
Yes.
I loved like Card Sharks. There was one.
Joker's Wild.
Loved Joker's
yeah.
Wild. Do you remember the one where there was like a bank vault? And
No whammy. That
it
one.
was like all gold. No, that was Press Your Luck. I would pretend to be sick to stay home
Stay
and
home.
watch
Yes.
game
Yeah,
shows.
yeah,
Yes.
That and talk shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lived in the heyday of talk
Yeah.
shows.
If you
too,
guys like,
Jerry.
if you guys
Jerry.
like game shows, you need to get yourself an Oculus because there's a lot of different worlds on Horizon
play games.
where you can play. I was actually doing the $10,000 pyramid last night.
Oh,
It was a
fun.
lot of fun. Yeah.
That is fun.
Nice. I watched a couple episodes. It might have been Password or something, but it was late 50s, very early 60s. But it was Betty White was the guest, and they were doing the Password thing.
Oh yeah.
And she was up against some other guy. I had no idea who he was. The other celebrity, but she was just amazing.
Oh, she's so funny and witty.
God.
Is there still the Game Show Network?
Yeah.
There used to be the most inappropriate game shows on there that they would show from like the 60s, where it was like a wife and her husband and his husband's secretary. Like game shows that said that, and you're like, this is so inappropriate.
That's where I think the video of I think it was the Newlywed Game, and they said the most awkward place you've ever had sex.
Yeah.
And the girl goes, "And the butt, Bob."
Yeah. Oh my God. I love that clip.
And he was thinking like the back of a 66 Volkswagen
Yeah.
or something.
Well, and Steve Harvey, he is not as pervy as Richard Dawson.
No.
He would like stick his tongue down every woman on the line.
I think he was readily
But
drunk.
he actively gives stink eye to people though.
Yeah.
When they
Steve
give-
Harvey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's pretty funny
What's
on there.
wrong with you?
And Richard Dawson probably tasted like menthol cigarettes.
Oh,
Yeah,
probably.
cigarettes for sure. Oh, yeah.
And Scotch. But he was
No,
so
I
good.
bet he was a gin guy.
You think he did that?
You know, he's gin for sure.
Okay. Well, he was he not Scottish?
He was English. Yeah.
Was he English?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, and I mean,
I don't know. He
there's
spoke
drinkers of
American.
gin,
He
yeah,
spoke
yeah.
with an American accent. He didn't have an accent.
No, he was
he in,
English. He was
Hogan's
English.
Heroes, yes.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
English.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just because he was a Scotsman on Hogan's Heroes.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always thought he was English, but
No, I mean he was in Running Man. He was great in Running Man.
Yes, that's
oh,
right.
I love that
That's
movie.
right.
We had really great
Yeah.
Arnold movies too. Gen Xers.
Oh, yeah.
Redoing Running Man.
They
are,
are
yeah, I saw
redoing
that.
Running Man.
yeah.
Who's any idea who the
I don't
main
remember.
character?
I don't remember
main
who's
actors
playing
are?
it. I did see that Jason Momoa has been confirmed to play. Oh fuck!
The Arnold character.
No. In the DC universe, the news.
Like Lobo?
Lobo, yes. Oh my God, that's
Wait, what?
I don't know if I...
Jason,
Jason Momoa is gonna be Lobo.
isn't he already Aquaman?
That's the old universe. It's not going forward. He's not doing that again.
They'll probably have a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, they will probably.
Because Lobo's kind of the Deadpool of DC, right? He's
Yeah.
just overpowered, and
I don't know.
I mean,
he
he
kind of breaks the fourth wall.
yeah, he's as strong as Superman, I think.
They're
It's just
trying
funny.
to do the same Captain America and the Flame On guy. Like, oh, he can be a different character. in
yeah.
this.
Sure.
I didn't like that. I don't.
thought it
Although
was
they did good in Deadpool with it.
Oh my God,
make
that
a
was the
joke out of
best.
it.
That was the best.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
The only
way they
thing
did
that would make it funnier is if Michael B. Jordan showed up as well.
But they got all excited because Deadpool thought that he was Captain America, and then when he found out he was Johnny Storm, he was disappointed. Would you not rather have Johnny Storm than Captain America?
Captain America's stronger.
But he doesn't have a shield.
Doesn't have to have a shield.
But the whole
she's a-
joke is how disappointing that character was.
Yeah, I guess so.
The movie was a disappointment.
That makes sense.
Like that whole
I don't know, the
realm
guy that can
of
fly and shoot fire.
Yeah. No, you always want air support, too.
Yeah.
It's strategically very
That's what I
important.
think. Yes.
No, strategically,
Right?
of
Yes.
course.
strategically.
Yeah.
You want the high ground.
Yeah, just-
Nothing's higher than the air.
God, I
just
should
ask the Russians.
spell that out, people.
And I love how in the post-credit scene it's the clip of him talking shit about her
Yeah.
and why he got his skin pulled off.
Right.
Oh, and he was.
He actually said all the
that was
things
so
that Deadpool
good.
said.
Like, spoiler alert.
Are you,
Spoiler alert.
so obviously a comic movie fan.
Oh, I love superheroes.
Nice.
I'm
Were
a
you
big superhero
Were you
fan.
a comic book fan?
No,
Young?
but
Okay.
as a little girl, like on the same night every year, they would play Superman and The Sound of Music at the same night
Oh.
on different channels, and I would be down watching Superman, and my sister would be up watching
Sound.
Sound of Music.
I just remember Sound of Music like every Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah, it was around the same time. Yeah, I loved Superman from a very early age, and Batman, like the old Adam West.
Yeah.
that's
And the
great.
Penguin, and you know, holy shark repellent Batman. Like I love that movie. I love the old campy movie.
My favorite is when he's running with the bomb on the dock and he can't find a friggin' place to put the baby ducks.
And it's like a black bomb. You know, it's like so campy.
And it was the bomb from like the Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah, that black with the
big cannonball.
So when the Prince version of Batman came out with Jack Nicholson, super fan of that. I've seen all the Batman movies. Oh my God! Did you guys just see Penguin? Did you watch Penguin?
I haven't watched all of
yet.
it.
It's on my.
You guys are. If you guys like superheroes, you are missing out. That is one of the best superhero things I've ever seen ever.
So did we get to see people other than the Penguin in that universe? As far
You
as
don't see Batman.
Okay.
You don't see Batman.
You don't see any
it is
other-
the origin story of the Penguin, and Colin Farrell.
He doesn't-
He just won a Golden Globe for being the Penguin.
Come in like a quick little.
Well, I'm not giving away anything. No spoiler alerts from here. The only thing I will tell you is that Colin Farrell and learning about the Penguin, I have never watched something so it is such compelling television, and it is so out of that superhero realm that it doesn't have any of the camp of it, and you're just like. It is so gritty and real. Yeah, it is the best thing I've ever seen. Any series, it's better than. I think it's better than most of the Batman
Benny
movies.
Hill?
Okay. We're not talking Benny Hill here. Okay. Nobody gets come on.
Benny Hill like
a
at
sexy party.
midnight on
my
Channel
black and
11
white.
or whatever. Yeah.
On my black and white TV
Yeah.
in my room
Run
with
around.
the sound down so my mom wouldn't catch me watching dirty ass Benny Hill. I loved that as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh my
I've heard
God.
nothing but good things about Penguin.
Oh my God. It's
And that takes place with the Robert Pattinson
Correct.
Batman. That's
Yeah.
who he.
That's that universe.
has that vibe, yeah.
And what's the same universe? Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
same
gal-
team, I think. Yeah.
the lead lady in that is who plays a Falcone.
Oh, nice.
what's that actor?
Yeah.
I forget her name, but she is just as phenomenal. So fucking compelling.
All right.
It is, honestly, you should not wait.
Do
It
I need
is
to watch
so
the
good.
Robert Pattinson?
Oh,
No.
I don't know. I enjoyed
before
it.
that? I
No.
have seen it, but
Oh,
do I?
shit. Oh, but
it
did
It's
you
a
have to-
standalone.
Okay.
Oh, sure,
Got
sure.
it.
It's a standalone.
It's the same actor playing the character, but you don't need to watch the movie in order to enjoy it.
Because it's his story anyway.
You can't even believe that's Colin Farrell.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of prosthetics.
Oh,
think
but they
it's
don't look fake.
Okay.
Yeah,
And,
and he does not sound like he's from Ireland at all.
Straight
At
New
all.
York,
Nice.
straight Gotham.
I mean,
Gotham,
he's
yeah,
straight up like
Yeah.
a gangster kind of. vibe to him.
it's like watching a gangster show. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, it's so good.
Speaking of prosthetics, I'm watching because I do a lot of computer work, and I always have my iPad off to the side, and I'm watching dumb movies. It's just random, and just kind of gives me some noise in the background. But I'm watching a Charlie Sheen movie from 1993. It's called Beyond the Law, where he's pretending to be, he's a cop, but he's like an undercover biker.
Oh, okay.
So it's his baby face trying to be like this tough biker guy. But there's a scene in there, and it's a wedding scene, and there's a guy getting married as the bikers get married. It's a biker wedding. And then later on, I was looking something up on the movie, and it said Robin Williams made a cameo in that. And he plays the groom that gets married. And I'm like, fucking no way. So I go back, and I'm watching it. Sure as shit, it's Robin Williams. Really bad, like prosthetic nose. He's in it for a flash. He's got like maybe 20 seconds.
He was big then
And
too.
he was huge. And I guess what happened was Charlie Sheen, they were friends or whatever, and said, "Hey, why don't you come do a cameo on this show or on this movie I'm doing?" And but he didn't get any credit on there. His name doesn't show up, but it sure as shit is Robin Williams.
Wow.
And I'm like, holy crap! And he just wanted to get away, probably doing was that be pre-Aladdin or after Aladdin? Or
Early 90s?
Yeah, 93 is when the movie came out, so they would have been
92 was
filming at
Aladdin.
91, 92.
92 was when Aladdin came out.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to do something different. Anyway, just thinking about that prosthetic stuff, but
and usually prosthetics can look pretty weird on somebody. I couldn't believe it was Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
In Penguin, couldn't even believe it.
I'm
Amazing.
not a huge Colin Farrell fan, but he does really well in certain things.
Yeah,
So,
I think one of the funniest prosthetics I've ever seen in any movie is Kevin Smith did a movie called Yoga Hosers, and he also did a movie called Tusk, where
Tusk. I've heard of Tusk.
Johnny Depp makes a cameo in both of those movies as this like French Canadian like
detective.
and
Yeah.
his nose prosthetic. He goes, I go, can I have a prosthetic nose? He's like, yeah, okay. He's like, can it look like a penis? Like,
Oh my God.
yeah, okay. So, and then he goes, I also want like a mole that moves around on every scene. So the mole on his face
Just goes in different places.
It's in different spots on his face.
pretty funny.
And it's the only reason why I watched those movies because I knew this was going to be hilarious to see that. And he does. Basically, he's doing Inspector Clouseau.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I grew up. My mom loved the Pink Panther. So
I was
great.
obsessed with the Pink Panther because his last name was Sellers, and I was like, he's probably related to me, man.
Yeah, and he's super talented. One of the best actors who've ever existed. He
And
really
apparently,
is.
he was not such a great person in reality, though. But yeah,
he's a British actor, I think.
Yeah. They're all pretty miserable. No, I'm kidding.
The gin. That's that gin I was talking about.
So
the
80s
Brits.
movies, were you like horror fan, Brat Pack fan? All of
I like the
above,
Brat.
Sci-fi.
I watched some horror. I've never been a huge horror fan.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to see a lot of gore. Although I've seen a few lately because my kids, they're kind of forcing me back
They're
into that.
age, yeah.
Yeah, they're teenagers and like that horror stuff. But I really liked comedies.
Okay.
Comedies.
Same.
One of my favorite movies as a kid, I saw it 8 times in the theater, was Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
one of the best things possible.
I think it was maybe the 6th time I was there, and somebody came over in the theater and tapped me on the shoulder and asked me if I could laugh quieter.
Oh my God.
In hysterics, like that movie
Yeah.
would have me absolutely dying.
the actress who plays Dottie is a voice actress. She's like Tommy Pickles from
Yeah.
Rugrats.
Yeah.
But she was also in the original version of Valley Girl, and you see her full frontal in that movie.
Oh my God.
With Nicolas
with Nick
Cage.
Cage?
Fun facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
I've never
I mean,
seen
the scene where you see her naked was not a fun sequence to watch, but she was naked. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a great movie.
it is.
And she was taken advantage of in that movie, and
she
it was
was.
very sad for her. Yeah.
There we go again, right? Yeah, geez.
80s and the rape.
The rape, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that was
Very
it's a
rapey,
timeless
the 80s.
topic,
I think
right?
that was
Yeah.
Nick Cage's
it's a
first
thing.
like leading role. He was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, but he wasn't Nick Cage in that one. He was
Right.
Coppola in that one.
Yeah.
I loved the Valley Girl movie. I loved that movie.
Have you seen the remake though?
No.
It was decent. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I was a Valley Girl though.
Were you?
I lived in California in the 80s.
Gag me to the
Oh yeah, I did the side ponytails,
Nice.
bitchin', and we thought it was so cool. And
What were the
like,
bracelets?
The
little
jelly
gel-
bracelets,
Yeah.
the just plastic. It was.
Did you have a Swatch watch?
I did.
I did, but it fell off. I lost it.
I got one from Expo '86,
Oh, I was at that expo too up in Canada.
Vancouver.
Yeah, Vancouver,
on the waterfront.
baby.
In fact, that the McDonald's that was at Expo '86 is the barge they had in Blade 3.
Oh.
The barge that they were in at the end of the movie, the boat.
Yeah.
They were in. That's the old McDonald's that was at Expo '86, and it was the only McDonald's that was like on a boat.
Do they still do expos?
No,
I
don't
haven't
think
heard
so.
of that for
I know.
I'd forgotten about it.
That was basically the World's Fair, right? I mean,
Something like it, yeah.
It's the World's Fair. Yeah, I don't think they do that anymore.
I haven't.
No wonder things are just.
Push that out of my brain so I could bring in like my daughter's middle name, and now you guys have ruined it because I can't remember what
and
it is
you
now.
don't even remember that you have a daughter.
Expo 86.
Expo
What? I have a daughter?
86.
What?
Yeah. I mean, this Space Needle is because of the expo.
I
the
thought
World's
that
Expo.
was World's Fair.
Yeah.
It's the same
That's
thing.
the same thing.
Oh, okay. I got
Expo is
it.
the World's Fair. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't think they do it anymore.
That was in '68, the one in Seattle, and then
Is it every 4 years or 2 years?
I think it's like every 10 years or something like that.
Oh, geez.
It's
Maybe we're just in the stretch between. I don't know.
it has not been in the States in a long time, and it's not been a huge thing since like Spain.
And all our civic money goes to sports teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Go Hawks.
that whole area is now like just a waterfront park. There's nothing really there anymore. All the rides they had,
I love those rides.
Dude, that was the first roller coaster I ever went on that did like a corkscrew.
That roller coaster went upside down 5 times.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
Yeah, it's
not the one.
There's an internet roller coaster database, and you can look up any roller coaster if you've ever ridden it in someplace. You can find out if it's still around, if it's in the same location, or if it's been moved. That went to, I think, Boston or like New Jersey or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had one of those dropper rides where they bring you up in this space looking thing, and you just stood in the basket. You weren't even harnessed in this motherfucker. But it was a really high basket, and it would bring you way high up and then drop you and slow you down, and you did it like 3 times.
Yeah.
And I loved it. You know, I'm an adrenaline seeker. I've skydived a couple times and bungee jumped a bunch.
Have you really?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm with you, Charles.
I like adrenaline shit. Yeah, I tried to jump off the stratosphere, but it was too windy. They wouldn't let us go. It was like,
Oh, is that where you just like, it's almost like
you almost repel.
rappel down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But my friend and I, we went on that ride, and we found that when you were at the top, if you jumped a little, when it was started to drop, you'd hover.
You'd be suspended.
It was a cool experience. Well, my friend jumped a little too hard. And I had to like haul her back down because the thing just starts dropping from beneath you. And her feet are, like, Aaron, get back here. Ironically, same girl who played Plinko. Two stories for Aaron Sullivan.
Which came
my
first?
homegirl.
Which was first?
Plinko was second.
All right, so
she
you
did that
would've
as an
saved
adult.
her.
We were about.
Yeah. She
but
never
we were
would have had
12.
Plinko.
We were 12, and she almost fell out of that thing. I had to haul her
good
back
Lord.
down. Like,
not
let's
the
not
one.
jump anymore.
On the skydives, you said twice?
Yeah.
Did you have to go with a
I did tandem, yeah.
tandem both times?
Yeah, so you can get the free fall. You don't get the free fall if you don't do tandem.
You have to use the rope and it
and it pops
deploys
it. And
immediately.
you just guide yourself down.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Exactly why I don't do it.
If you go alone, you don't want to free fall.
The only time I've ever done any kind of free falling of any kind is in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Or tripping on the sidewalk.
Yeah, just tuck and roll. Tuck and roll. You'll be fine.
It was cool. The first time I went, I decided to do that because I was supposed to be getting married to a guy I'd been with for like 5 years. We were engaged, and I was feeling so sad about breaking, like, oh, the date of the wedding's coming up. I'm feeling so sad about it. And then I was like, what can I do? And my mom was like, oh, why don't we go out of town? I'm like, I'll just be sad in another town. And then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, I'll just change the day. I'll make it the day I went skydiving. So a really big replacement. And then it was too cloudy that day. It was such a letdown. I'm like, oh, I'm going to hack it. And then all the friends I went with, they backed out, but I went the very next day and I jumped. I'm like, I'm doing this. I don't care.
Yeah. Then the friends never joined.
They never went back and did it. But then like 3 months later, I took my future husband. And we trauma bonded, and we never broke up after that.
Oh, that's great.
Our first date, though, was bungee jumping. So
Wow.
Have you done the I Fly in Tukwila?
no, why would I want to do that? That's fake skydiving. Like,
It's safe skydiving.
that's the whole point of
Till you fall into
skydiving.
that
like not to be
blade.
fake.
To the fan.
Yeah, flip, 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 flip.
I'm thinking they have the fan covered. I don't know. Don't lose form, kids.
Don't buy the lowest bidder.
I went to it when it first opened, and I was like 50 pounds too heavy to go in there. Otherwise, I would have done it because there's no way I'm jumping out of a plane. But yeah, I
Well,
walked.
and you have to be a certain weight to jump out of a plane too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I think at that time I was like 275. I was too big. I was 50 pounds too heavy for it.
The place where I skydived, you have to be under 200.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The,
Okay. Well,
yeah. So
I've got my built-in excuse.
Or
honey,
motivation. You can have it like as your goal.
Those Twinkies just
but you
too
can take my
good.
Carlson with you.
If I could just stop
It's
with the
about
burritos.
$1.20.
So yeah, it's basically a wind tunnel, and the fan is underneath like a giant grate where you can walk across it and whatnot. And
I got to be honest with you. That is not the same dopamine rush. It's not about. I mean, like when you're plummeting to the ground, they have to remind you to look up because you're like, holy fuck!
Because it's coming right at you.
Yeah, your instinct is to see the ground getting closer and like picture yourself splatting, you know?
Yeah.
So they're like, chin up, like look at the view. They remind you while you're falling.
Eyes towards the horizon or just...
Yeah, because you can see, like I was up in Snohomish when I did it, before we ever lived there. And yeah, you can see Seattle. I mean, it's beautiful. You see the mountains. You see all around you because it's a beautiful day.
And you can see the curvature of the Earth, right?
I'm not jumping from space.
Let me ask you this. How long did you meet the guy or the person that you tandemed with?
Oh, it's like 30 minutes.
That's
like
what I'm saying. It's
well, not even that long. Like they paired you up right before you went in the plane.
Did you have like a conversation, like, how many times have you done this?
My very first.
Do you have a certificate?
Yeah, no.
Somewhere?
I was just like, fuck
Just got
it.
hired this morning.
Clip me to your chest,
Got out of
Daddy.
prison last night.
Like, clip me to your balls and chest, Daddy. Let's jump. Let's jump.
Because, I mean, this is potentially the person that you're going to die with.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like
you get to pick an attractive. No,
it was like-
you're not going to make out with somebody at last seconds.
Well, there's no making out unless he's sucking my neck. You know? Like, get off me with that tongue. Like,
Nibbling your
unless
ear.
I'm like, I mean, it's just, there's nothing sexy about
it.
it.
You're not face to face, I suppose.
Honestly, I don't get this idea that, like, when you're in facing your life, that the one thing I'm thinking of is, oh, let's get some sex in here. I'm feeling really horny right now while I'm facing mortal death.
So Mike's climbing on the plane going, okay, so here's the rules.
The first thing I do when I got on the airport, I go find a spot I want to make it out with. I'm like, if this plane goes down, oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I would be
everyone's
very
feeling
charming
super
with only
sexy.
18 seconds left.
He gets really hard when he's like about to smack the ground. And then he just dies with a boner. Like nobody's thinking, let's do it.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys are if you guys are going, I mean, your DNA's mixed right there. Bam.
Yeah, but no babies.
No babies. No.
Safest DNA transfer ever.
There are people that get off on like being in danger, and I remember seeing a thing where these people who like get aroused by being in car accidents.
There was a movie like that. It was
movie
James
about that.
Spader
Yeah.
and somebody. It was called
I think it's
Crash.
Crash,
Did was it Pilichuk?
James Spader.
Pilichuk? What's his name?
Oh, Chuck Belichick?
Yeah. Did he write that?
It sounds like
It sounds like something he'd write.
It sounds like a story somebody would write who's never been in a fucking car accident, who's never had whiplash.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexy about
It's a
whiplash.
bizarre movie.
You can only make movies about shit like that. It's like,
Oh, it's
no, injuries are terrible.
It's like right up there with the people who like being, hit with a single tail or a whip of some sort.
What?
Are you kink shaming people, Todd?
No, I'm not kink shaming at all. I'm
on
just
you.
saying it's very similar. People get adrenaline and endorphins off of
About getting whipped?
getting beaten and smacked and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. A car accident, like you're doing it afterwards, like cramp, like your neck starts seizing up. You're like,
No
"This is
shit.
so
That happens to me without even the car
I throw
accident.
my back out when I sneeze.
Honestly, you guys, I've been in over 20 car accidents.
Have you really?
Never once have I been horny.
20 car. No, serious. Over
Wow.
20 cars.
I recently got hit by a tractor.
Are you a really bad driver?
No.
What is going on? Are you just a magnet for
Yes.
destruction?
Yes.
Both her and Marianne have been
cursed
in
by a
like
gypsy.
weird
I was
accidents.
probably that too.
Marianne has the same problem. She's like, the last 3 accidents. She told me this over the holidays. She's like, the last 3 accidents I've been in have not been my fault.
Most of them have not been my fault. It started at a very early age.
Serious damage to you?
I've never been like hospitalized.
Oh, good. I'm
Just
glad
a
to
lot
hear
of like
that, yeah.
whiplash
Yeah.
and back pain. Like I have
Sorry to hear
constant
that. Yeah.
issues like that for the rest of my life. But yeah, like a
kids also
ridiculous.
do that to you.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing sexy about car crashes,
Are we
people.
talking
That's a
full
movie.
like airbag deployment type?
No, never has that.
Okay.
That's never happened. I have been T-boned though.
Okay.
And it started happening way before airbags, so
Yeah.
you know. But I've been hit by a drunk driver. I've been T-boned. I've had.
Sorry to hear it.
I was in 3 accidents in a 6-month period of time.
What? What?
Yeah, none of them were my
If
fault.
it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck.
Oh my
at
God!
all.
I did have all my cars paid off for a while though. I never had a car payment for years. It helped get the down payment for my house.
Oh, because
And-
insurance covered.
Yeah, for the settlements. Yeah. So little windfalls. I could use a good one coming up. I'm a little broke.
That's a tough way to get
till
it.
I'm out.
I'm putting this on the
all we
record. No, it's stupid.
I do have the Aflac.
But no, I mean it's so painful.
Do you drive like a Volvo, like the most safe car now, or do you drive like
The last time my car was totaled, I was like, okay, I'm getting a bright yellow Beetle.
Yeah.
So I would be out car shopping, and the salesperson was like, don't worry about color. Color doesn't matter. I'm like, bullshit, color doesn't matter. I want safety freaking yellow. People are going to see me.
Yeah, like a high Viz jacket.
Yeah, totally. I want high vis paint.
Right.
And then I'm driving, and I'd have a friend in the car, and they'd be shocked. They're like, you're in a bright yellow car, and people are still jumping out at you. I'm like, I know. Like, what the fuck? Leave me alone, people. Jeez Louise. And this is all before cell phones.
with the distracted drivers? and stuff,
Yeah. People still running into me.
Just one drunk driver out of all that?
One drunk driver out of all of it.
A lot of teenagers?
I was the passenger in that car. Yeah, a friend's mom was driving that one, and it was an adult.
Man.
I don't know. I think I got rear-end. I bet the guys who rear-ended me and a friend, it was a 3-car rear-ender on Lake Washington Boulevard. And that stopped me playing volleyball when I was a teenager, which was so sad. Because I loved playing volleyball. That was my jam.
Man.
And this car, they were racing. The two guys, they were friends, and we stopped to take a left, and they weren't prepared for us to be stopped on that road. And so the guy stops right before our bumper, and then his friend didn't see it and just plowed into his friend, and then that car plowed into us. Just enough for us to see, we were almost hit, so I turned to look, and then the third car hit, and then super whiplash.
Man.
Yeah, because when your head's turned and then you get hit, that's when it's not good for your long-term neck health. People, try to relax. Don't look back if you see it. Just say it's happening and release yourself. Like, relax and go with it.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
if you're
best way.
Mike, you're trying to find somebody to make out with.
Yeah, he's over here groping people. Like, can I diddle you real quick? We might die. Can I finger blast you?
He's like Jay from Dogma. He's like, we're about to fucking die. You said that we can have sex.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's such a great movie.
Dude, that's getting re-released on DVD and Blu-ray.
I own that on Blu-ray, a special edition of Dogma. I like that movie. Yeah. That movie makes you
big
think.
Kevin Smith fan or just Dogma?
I'm a fan. I wouldn't be like I'm a huge fan. I haven't seen Tusk and some of that, but who doesn't love Clerks and Clerks 2 and Jay and Silent Bob? Like, come on.
I'll say this about his horror movies: they're nothing like Clerks and Dogma.
No.
Nothing. Absolutely. I mean, the only reason why I watched those is because of the scene I told you about. It's like, other than that, the rest of the movie I didn't like. So
I have to say, Dogma is one of the smartest movies about religion I've ever seen.
It really is.
Yeah. Honestly, it's so good. It's such a great conversation about religion without really trashing religion.
Right.
I mean, it does a little trashing, but not so over.
It critiques
playfully
it.
Fun. Yeah.
It doesn't craft. I mean, I guess it kind of goes after the Catholic Church maybe more. The institutionalized, like, crappy part of religion, but it doesn't
The Buddy Christ
trash
stuff.
God. Yeah. It doesn't trash God
No, you're
and
right,
people
you're
who
right.
have any kind of spirituality. Although I heard the lead lady in that was
Linda?
kind of a bitch to work with. I read about that.
Tarantino, Linda,
That she was difficult to work with, I heard.
6 degrees of separation, 1 degree separation. She was the romantic interest for Charlie Sheen in Beyond the Lodge.
That is so crazy. How we're linking things.
So one of the things, and because I am that kind of fan where I look up all kinds of stuff, when that movie was being released and is in theaters, people are protesting the movie. He actually was in New Jersey when whatever the Christian League, whatever it's called, was out there protesting, and he went to the craft store and got some things to make signs, and he made signs and stood next to them and was like, yes, this guy sucks. And he's holding his sign that Kevin
His
Smith,
own sign.
He's holding up the sign that says Kevin Smith sucks.
I like that.
This movie is terrible.
Nice.
And
That's
he
what
got,
we should do. We should have signs.
Yeah. Protest our own show.
Sucks.
Down with our
What's
town.
Down with our town.
What's great is he actually got interviewed by the local news too. It's like, aren't you Kevin? It's like, who, me?
Who, me?
Yes.
That movie and Clerks, though, they have
I'm
some really
undercover.
thoughtful conversations.
Have you seen
in it.
the newest
Yeah, his dialogue is
movies?
spot on.
The Clerks 3 and Jane and Silent Bob reboot?
Has it come out?
Yeah.
I have not seen it.
Oh, man.
Honestly, kids really sap the life out of you. Like, I miss so much.
As I've said
I like
many
life.
times on this very program.
I will say this.
It cuts into your watching time.
If you liked the first two Clerks movies, you're going to like this one.
Yeah.
Largely because everybody comes back that's still alive. And then, like, make sure you have a box of tissues because you're going to cry.
I'm going to want to masturbate. No?
I mean, it took you a minute. It's no car crash, but, you know.
Have some tissues there. You're going to get horny.
I mean, it is Kevin Smith, so why
I
not?
prefer baby wipes.
I don't need tissues.
Those
I
are the
work
damn
different.
movies for me.
What, you don't have 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
Baby lube, yeah.
Yeah, he gets his tissues and his lotions. It's a disaster film.
Yeah. For the day after tomorrow.
An adventure.
Side energy, yes. Shelley Winters all fucking day, bro. All day.
He's like, I'm about to watch the Titanic.
Shelley Winters was an Olympic swimmer, man. She's fucking fit, bro. I'm in.
Oh, man.
And then if there's enough wine coolers, I'm looking at you, Barn Bartles, James.
Bartles and Oh my God.
Isn't that our lawyer? You know,
Ernest and Borgnine.
Law Office of Ernest and Borgnine.
isn't it Ernest Borgnine and James?
Bartles, James, and Borgnine. Oh my God. Oh, Bartles and
my
James.
gosh.
Remember, speaking of the 80s.
Speaking of the 80s.
That poisonous, that sweet poison.
Yeah.
I think they call it Zima now.
That's
Or no, it was Zima.
so not the
Zima
same.
is now
Yeah,
White
it's White
Claw.
Claw.
Yeah.
Can I get a blackberry White Claw? And I'm like, man, are you an adult? What are you talking about?
There's no law
If you're not
when you're
in a
down with the
parking
claw.
lot of a fucking mini mart after boosting that shit, then you're fucking missing out on actual
Okay,
alcohol.
I just had a text conversation with a friend of mine that I play pinball with. And he said, I am at home drinking Mad Dog 2020.
Oh my
I was like, God.
Oh my God.
How broke are you? Like, oh.
We need an intervention.
I think my opinion of you just changed, sir.
So you guys need to go and look up a few weeks ago or a month ago, I think it was on TikTok or it was on Reels, I can't remember which, but there was like a trend of like younger generation of people who discovered MD 2020. And it's like, I heard that this stuff is really good, and they're like, I want to try it, and then they go, and then the cut comes in, it's a Gen X, like, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
You're going to hate life. Don't do it.
Get a bottle of Mad Dog and some Winter Sweets. And I got my
Dude.
Saturday plan.
We would pour Kool-Aid packets into our Mad Dog 2020.
It wasn't sweet enough.
It was the same kid who took a shot of Everclear.
Oh, God. People tried
Yeah,
to
but
talk
that's
me into
kids.
that.
No, only young people can do
Like
that. man.
it's,
Nobody
It's
can do
paint
that.
thinner. It is. It's
It's
paint thinner.
with no chaser, just a shot of Everclear. And he goes, I can do this, no problem. Was it 180 proof or whatever?
I did that with 151 one
That's
time.
what that is.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, Bacardi, 151.
Oh,
And I
that's
thought I was
what I'm
going to
saying.
be so cool. I was in front of all these guys. I'm
That's
like, I'm going to
too
shoot it.
much.
I'll do it. And I shot it, and I walked out the door, and I'm like, as I'm walking away, it was like, oh my God, I'm going to puke everywhere. Hold it in. Be cool.
So that's what in the video. That's what
terrible.
happened. The guy guy immediately like did a Linda Blair. He's like,
I kept it in, but it was hard
It is,
to keep
and it's just
that
Too
down.
much. It's like the hot chip thing. It's just too much.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
I don't even drink anymore.
But-
I drank
but
so
probably-
much as a teenager.
Yeah,
Too
you already pickled.
much trash alcohol. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you can buy a decent bottle of vodka and put it in your big Stanley fucking cup.
Yeah.
Just like 2 or 3 shots with some juice. And walk around our society now. Everybody's got those cups. Nobody
Right.
questions what's in there.
Sipping on gin and juice.
Yeah.
Oh, I was 19 in Canada, literally sipping on gin and juice,
Yes.
laid back in my car, like I was 19, driving in Canada. Like, I'm gonna be just like Snoop Dogg.
Get your lean on.
I did. I made sure I had gin, juice, and weed. And I was like being so irresponsible.
Yeah. Being felonious.
Felonious. At least I was in another country.
Yeah.
All they can do is kick me out of the country.
Right.
Or keep me there, I guess. I really did something wrong.
Geez, Kate, what else should we know about you?
Well, I am going to be performing next week at
Okay.
the Angels of the Wind Casino.
Gee, that's a good
on
gig.
Thursday,
Right on.
a week
Right.
from today.
And that is way the hell up north. That's
Yeah, that's past Marysville.
Yes.
Yeah.
How's that house? Have you worked there before?
Yeah. It's awful.
Oh no.
No, it's a free show, and it's hilarious. I mean, they're so nice to us there. They really treat us well, the casino. But it's hilarious because there's a bowling alley across. You can see the bowling alley from the stage, so it's like one of those rare
Do you
venues.
do you get the regular buffet or do you have to go through the employees buffet?
We get a $20 food voucher.
Nice.
So we can go to any
of the restaurants that they have there?
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's really nice. I
Yeah.
grabbed something to go on my way out. And they treat us well there. And the booker is a really lovely lady.
Is it like is it just you or is there like a bunch of different?
There's other people on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not sure if I'm hosting or featuring. I should know that.
Oh,
But I'll
is this
just
a show
go-
you've been promoting on Facebook? I've seen you talking about like doing a hosting gig.
Maybe. I don't know if I promoted it as much as I should. But yeah, it's going to be up at the Angels of the Wind next week.
I thought you posted about that.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be working on. I'm starting my own podcast, and
Yes.
Todd's going to be helping me with that.
Nice.
So I'm really excited about that. So I'm kind of in the development stage of that.
Do you have a plan for what your podcast is going to be, sort of direction you're going to go, or subject
Yeah, it's
matter?
going to be very positive.
Okay.
We're going to be positive people on that show.
Positivity.
But yeah, it's called Gratitude with Attitude, and it's going to be having different guests on the show, little stream of consciousness like this here, but we're going to be focusing on things that we're grateful for, and then kind of going on from there. So, like, discussing those things. And
But very serious, no fun. It's just going to be
it's just
super
doom and gloom.
But in a positive way.
In a positive angle. No, it should be really funny, because we're going to be talking about the benefits of gratitude. And,
Yes.
I know as we are moving forward into this new era of non-democracy.
Well, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know a lot of people are really nervous about what's coming up. And
You're not wrong.
we all have a lot of shit we're going on in our own lives, and I know I've been dealing with a lot of heavy stuff in my family, and I just really started focusing on gratitude and trying to find moments to have positivity, like force positivity in my life by forcing myself to think about the positives,
Sure,
because the negatives take over often.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be talking to some funny people and finding out what they're grateful for, and sharing and hopefully sparking memories for people. And similar to what we did here today, I'm very grateful for being on this podcast.
Are you going to try to do? Are you? And I know you're still working out the details. Are you going to try to do like once a week, once a month?
The goal is to try to do once a week, but I also am neurodivergent, so I have ADHD. But once we get started, I want it to be a weekly pod.
Yeah, like anything, you just got to keep showing up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
and have
He
good
forgot
mic
he was on a
discipline.
pod. We're just having a good
I have
time.
terrible mic discipline. I really do. I need one of the little,
that'd be a good
CBS
Yeah, just
mics.
the little, the boy
Step
band.
right up and buy
The air
some
traffic
crap.
control.
Yeah.
Look.
One Adam 12. See the garbage can.
Land this plane, baby.
For the folks out there that are still with us watching this,
Not like anybody left. We're fucking riveting.
Where can you?
Are you kidding me?
where they go?
We
Where
brought
can they
nothing but
find you
laughs.
on the socials?
On the socials, KCC Comedy. You'll find me there. Or look up Kate Carlson.
Yeah, and that's CARLSON and then CARLSEN.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of like narrowed it to KCC
Sunset.
Comedy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you
Then
go
nobody
on
has to remember the order. It took me a while to
That's
figure
right,
that
'cause
one
then there's a
out.
whole order to it. Too.
There is.
So if you just go like hashtag KCC Comedy, you'll find her videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What's interesting though is like when we did get married, it was like the whole reason it became Carlson is because on Facebook, for people to find you when Facebook started, especially for married women who took their husband's names, you put your maiden name as the middle name because your high school friends won't be able to find you.
Yeah.
Right? Because you've changed your last name. So a lot of women put that in. Then everyone's like, oh, Kate Carlson. No way. It's like, yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah, we hyphenated. I'm an independent woman. I want to keep my identity.
Yeah, then you get your own history. It's good.
No.
I mean, when my sister got when she got divorced, she took my grandmother's maiden name when she got divorced the first time, and that really upset my dad, which is great. Anything to piss him off is awesome for me. But then she got married second time, and then she. Again, just took my grandmother's maiden name when she got divorced, and then I don't know what's going on with her now. I haven't talked to her in months, but apparently her and her current husband are not doing great. So the whole like name change thing seems
a curse.
It's like it's a pain in the ass. Like you have to go into like the Department of Licensing or whatever and have your name.
No, you have to go into you have to go to a lot of places.
Oh, yeah.
You have to go to Social Security first.
Oh shit!
And get that changed legally. And let me tell you, the crazy fucking look from that lady when I handed her the paperwork. She's like, "What do you want done, ma'am?"
What are you asking for?
It was one letter. I want you to change an O to an E. She's like, "Oh, I didn't notice that." Yeah, not surprised. It's a bit obnoxious.
That's what I asked.
Shut up and change it.
Tom mentioned YouTube, so you got some YouTube videos of your stand-up and stuff.
Yeah.
So check that out.
That's
and then-
KCC.
Yeah, or Kate Carlson.
You're on Instagram as well, right?
Yep, KCC Comedy on Instagram, TikTok.
TikTok until what, the 20th, and then we're.
I don't know. I think somebody's gonna jump in and save it and be the TikTok hero of the world.
I mean, the guy who started this whole thing is trying to do that. So yeah, I mean,
honestly,
I
that's
don't
happening.
know. I don't know. I mean, we need to reel all of the social networks the fuck in.
We
right?
need to reel in the reels.
No, just the whole. We need to reinvigorate the regulatory system, and I could wax poetic about the whole thing.
I agree.
Because we're being misled, right?
It's the fucking
the
Wild
rise
West.
of totalitarianism. It's hand in hand with the rise of these social networks, right? There's no
Control
way
of
they're
the
not
media is
comparable.
controlling information.
Elon said he was the champion of free speech.
Oh my
He
God!
was
I want to
the
fight that guy
absolutist.
so bad.
Oh God.
As he's banning
shit.
people left and
Yeah.
right.
Okay, can I ask you, does anybody else look at the new Cybertruck and think, "Ooh, that's the modern day El Camino"?
I
the
think
incel.
the-
No. It's called the incel Camino.
It's El Camino.
That's funny.
I actually went up to somebody in a Cybertruck and I go, "Can I kick your car?
They can take it, right?
Can I get? Oh, you don't believe in Elon's? Can I throw a rocket your window?" They're like, "No."
I just want to make some tests. I just want to do some tests real quick.
Yeah, it's indestructible.
My favorite video is the guy's like showing how tough the incel Camino is. He like stops walking up the front of it on the trunk, and
Oh,
then
and he
walks across the windshield and gets to the top and goes.
But doesn't he play it off for a second that he didn't do it? Like he walks past
The video cuts off right there. The video
that didn't just happen. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
It's all good here.
The video cuts off right there, and it starts off at a different angle. It's like, it worked out great for me, and all this other stuff. And I was like, we all saw the crack, dude.
There's something like guilty pleasure of watching Cybertruck destruction videos.
So we talked about this a couple episodes ago, but apparently the idea now is to retrofit the doors with some watertight seal so that the Cybertruck can go underwater or at least on top of the water like the old auto boats,
And Volkswagen Bugs they floated too.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, like Herbie.
Yeah.
So we're joking about
Like
how
the Germans.
awesome it's going to be to have
Oh, yeah,
those guys
yeah.
go down, because we haven't had a good billionaire
Submarine implosion in some time now. Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh, somebody's getting horny over here.
Because remember in the last submarine, the toilet was like right here. So
Don't take him on the
stare back at everybody. Just get eye contact with the crowd.
creepy eye contact. Like, why did we bring him on this journey?
wasn't the bathroom on that thing just like a like a 5-gallon bucket?
yes, it was
Something
on,
like
on the
but it
side.
was right there next to the portal.
He'd be
So you had
humping
to like
everyone's leg.
hover over the toilet to look out the window.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they gave everybody an enema before they went, because it's like we got to flush you out because we're not taking that 30,000 leagues.
They're
under
doing an
this.
enema. He's taking a friggin' Viagra.
Just standing by the portal.
God, he's rubbing on my leg. Oh, he's like humping me.
Hey, Mike, wasn't that your nickname in high school?
Which one?
Humpy?
Well, folks, sharing is caring. Kate, this is the part of the show that we go around and we talk about new TV shows, movies, books, magazine articles, restaurants, anything new that we've tried that we want to share with everybody else. We usually start with Todd Lee over there. Any new TV shows you've been
I
watching?
just finished watching episode 7 of Creature Commandos, and that's a cool show. I dig it. I'm digging it. And then I saw a brand new Tim Allen show. And it has Kat Denning.
Kat Denning?
Kat Denning.
The Broke Girls or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah. And she was also in Thor and all that stuff too.
Yes.
She's like his daughter, and apparently her boyfriend / husband, whatever, get split up, and she goes to live back at home, and he's like a hardcore Republican, and she's a bleeding heart liberal, and it's just kind of
Odd Couple.
it's an odd couple type of thing. Yeah, it's oh my god, that's exactly what that is.
I have not. I can't think of
Once
much
again.
that I found Tim Allen
It was funny.
in,
It was. I mean,
except for he was Buzz Lightyear, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's like the.
That's not funny necessarily, though. That's entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like him in the
forgot that
Santa
he was
Claus.
Buzz Lightyear at all.
Yeah, I know, right?
yeah. He was also in the Santa Claus movies. I enjoyed those.
I like those movies. I won't watch the show though.
The show
There's
was really
the
good.
series.
It was good.
It got kind of political though, and he's a right winger.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's
why
pretty
bring that in
political,
there?
I mean, he throws a couple jabs at left-leaning people. He does in this new show as well. but-
His last 3 shows have been he's some right winger.
yeah.
Even the show before the Santa Claus ones, he
Yeah.
had a show on ABC or something
Where-
that was not Home Improvement, but he
was-
plays a right winger on that one too.
Yeah, it's the one where he has like the Bass Pro Shop or whatever.
Yeah, like shocker, that guy's a right winger. Oh, he owns
Him
a
and
Bass-
James Wood.
Yeah, it was all
Yeah.
the cocaine when he was young.
Oh yeah, poor James Woods. He got his house burned down.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I
Yeah, I'm not
feel
wishing
bad for
fire
him,
on
but
it. Fire's awful.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, that's sad.
But I mean, I guess if rich people, and actually
They can
skip
rebuild.
income tax for
I
people,
would-
but if corporations and remember the amount of oil that's come out of California is amazing, right? So it's like. We've all seen this coming. We've all talked about this, right? It's like the thing that would have maybe helped to prevent this would have been progressive progressive legislation for the last fucking
I legit
90 years.
I feel
Instead
bad
of drill, baby, drill, and burning trillions of tons of coal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's the problem. So it's like,
climate change.
fire's bad.
These massive fires.
Yeah. It's not going to just happen to James Wood, right?
Don't get me wrong. I'm not wishing that on anyone. I feel bad for people who lost their homes or people and their lives over it, but I don't feel bad for James Wood.
No. And I'm blaming the right way.
And
that's what I'm blaming.
And I know it's fascinating because celebrity culture is so fascinating, but there was an article that was like, here's all the celebrities that lost their homes. And I'm like, what about the hundreds or thousands of other people that lost their homes? And the celebrities have easy access to rebuild, right?
I've seen like 3 or 4 different videos of people I follow on Instagram saying, we're okay, we got out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't realize it was in that part of California, but okay, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
It was like Sunset Boulevard.
In LA. I saw a video from Kevin Smith's backyard of Running Canyon.
Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Because he walks that.
Yeah, he does
that every day.
I don't care who you voted for. You like having all your worldly possessions burn is brutal.
And then what? Right? It's like,
your photos.
I can't go to a hotel, right?
No.
If my house burned down, I'd be fucked.
Yeah.
I got a minivan, though.
The wife's
Hey, minivan.
the wife's aunt and her mom's sister, they lost their house in one of the Northern California fires about
like Paradise or whatever.
Paradise. It was
it was
Paradise
awful.
fire. Yeah, just totally went through.
It was
and she wasn't home,
and
and her husband that nobody liked was asleep inside, and one of the neighbors had to come pound on the door to wake the fucker up to get out of the house.
Wow.
But they lost pets and they lost stuff because they weren't
what
prepared.
about the animals? Because there's all sorts of animals live.
But it was like, we got to rebuild. You got to rebuild everything.
Yeah. I don't know. We need to.
Things that you can't replace. You know?
Yeah, like photos, right?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I saw
videos. Old
VHS tapes.
videos.
Yeah,
They're not in the cloud.
Yeah.
Well, Kate's not in any of them anyway.
No, I'm not. Burn, baby, burn.
I saw a meme. Well, maybe it wasn't a meme. It was basically just a photo with some words on it. It says when natural disasters happen to the blue states, it's God's will.
Yeah.
And when it's red states, it's Democrats are controlling the weather.
Yeah, I was waiting for all the evil Hollywood burning up. Bullshit.
I'm sure
It's still coming. It's coming.
But then they just pointed, I was like, well, what did James Woods do?
Well, and these are fellow Americans, and they're human beings, right? It's like, you know,
but you know what? We got to get the name of the Gulf of Mexico changed. Gulf of America.
So dumb.
ASAP. Make it happen, MTG.
I'm still waiting for Canada to adopt us.
Yeah.
Okay, I absolutely.
Well,
Washington?
Washington and Oregon and California.
I'm ready to take out Greenland. Let's go. It's ours now.
Oh my God! It's just madness.
Seriously though,
madness. Madness. But it's the might makes right thing, right? Now, I know this is we're having fun.
Strength
today,
through
but,
power.
But that's not okay, right? That's why we've had, for the most part, the most peaceful, 70 years since the UN.
Yeah.
Right? Just the idea that we were going to follow the fucking basic good behavior rules.
No, it was Reagan.
You know what I mean? But
it was Reagan.
Oh, speaking of Reagan, I watched that movie yesterday.
Oh God, why?
Because it was bootlegged and I can watch it for free.
Okay.
I wasn't going to give them money, and it had everyone's favorite right-wing actors. Every single one of them. They're all in it. Kevin Sorbo
and was Dean Cain in it?
I didn't see him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was in there, like with the Superman-esque
Scott
stuff.
Bale.
Was Christy Swanson
no, Scott
in it?
Bale wasn't there, but Scott Stapp, the singer for Scott Stapp
from Creed.
Yes, he played.
When arms wide open.
He played Sinatra.
No.
He did. I'm not fucking kidding. I'm like, this is that guy. Oh my God, that's that one dude.
Oh man.
He played Sinatra.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was. I watched the beginning and end, and it was all like how Dutch was a cool guy and everyone loved him, and Yeah.
He's the greatest. Kate, what about you? Is anyone that you want to share? Any new shows or movies or books that you've read?
I went and saw the Sonic 3 movie.
Oh, I didn't know there was a Sonic.
There is.
Oh, yeah.
If you've seen the other Sonic movies, this one holds up. It was really good.
Yeah, Jim Carrey is back again.
Is it Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey's in it. He's really funny. He's good in it. And my whole family loved it.
I saw that the other night. Yeah.
I did see, like I said, I saw the Jerry Springer documentary. That was pretty good. I'm trying to think. I've been watching older stuff lately, like going through Stranger Things with my 10-year-old.
Okay.
He's liking
Cool.
it.
Oh, man.
Introducing my 18-year-old daughter to Jack Reacher. She's big
Nice.
on that. To
Love the
show Reacher.
Yeah, that's been a good show.
Dude, that's coming
Not
back
the
soon.
movies.
Yeah.
Not
This
the,
month, the new season.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, this month.
I'm stoked.
And he's
I'm his
battling
body
it really
double.
good.
I don't know if you guys knew that.
You're his body double?
He's a stunt double.
His
God,
stunt
I knew
double.
I knew I saw you
Actually,
somewhere.
it's just his butt. It's just his naked
I mean,
butt.
his left buttock double.
Stunt butt.
not many people know this, but America's ass is actually Mike.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
every one of them.
Yeah, he
Not
was,
Captain America.
it wasn't Chris
He was
Evans.
the butt double.
It wasn't,
butt
it wasn't
double,
Chris
but
Evans.
just
It
the
was
left
it was
side.
Mike.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Mikey, what about you?
I,
What's been going on in your world?
Geez, well, baking bread, getting better at that.
Oh.
That's something.
Any bread in particular? Any?
No, just
Flavor?
Flour, salt.
Okay.
Just, yeah, pretty
Your
easy.
review of the last loaf was a little sketchy,
yeah. But I'm working on it. Getting better at it.
Nice.
The first was the worst.
And this is not
Yeah.
a bread. This is like.
No, that's in my oven because now I
legit
had
bread making.
Oh, that's right. Because now you have a real.
I have an oven that I can trust. I had a really dangerous oven for like decade.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's nice to have a stove and oven I can count on.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Nice. Any podcasts? Any new podcasts you've been listening to?
Oh, actually, yeah, Incident at like Red Oak. Oh, yeah. Fuck, I can't believe I didn't talk about that. It's almost like a eldritch horror thing. It was really well done. Yeah.
Incident at Red
I think it's 7 episodes. It starts, it ends. Yeah.
Okay. Final. There's no second season or
Like a
release.
limited
Maybe.
edition.
Yeah. And you can
Clear
kind of,
cut.
I was kind of thinking for our stuff, it's like, because you can kind of tell that they're doomed. You know what I mean? But that's a cool way to write
He was getting
something.
really horny. That's what
Right?
he
Something.
said. It's like, they're doomed. Oh, I'm getting a boner.
they're all
They're going to
doomed.
die.
It's just a different way to write. Because when you write for, a show that you think is going to have multiple seasons or 105 fucking episodes, are you
Right.
kidding me?
Yeah,
It's like, it's a different, you're looking at it from a different angle.
Yes,
But
as
knowing
opposed
these
to
guys are
something.
doomed, it's how much time do you put into each development and blah, 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 blah.
And it's true story?
No.
Okay.
God, thank God. Because it's, they go out bad.
Oh,
yeah. But it's
okay.
cool. It was well done.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of
Sucked
monster,
up into
science,
the
horror. Yeah.
mothership.
No.
No,
but,
nothing like that.
well, no, I wouldn't say nothing like that, but yeah.
Okay. All right.
So,
Yeah.
you talking about podcasts made me think. I had to open my app to see what I've been listening to. I actually discovered a new podcast, and he actually follows us on Blue Sky. The host's name is Christopher J. But the podcast is called the Saturday Morning Podcast, and it's every episode's a different Saturday morning show.
Okay.
It's been entertaining.
I will say I have a podcast to add to that.
Yes.
To add to the list. I am obsessed with this podcast. It's called Handsome. And it's with Tig Notaro, Fortune Feimster, and Mae
sure.
Martin.
Oh, yeah.
It is, like, I was listening to it on the way here, laughing out loud. It's like, you're in your car just hysterical. It's so funny.
Yeah, I really like Tig.
Oh, you'll
what were
love
the-
it.
What are the other names?
Fortune Feimster, who is one of my favorite comedians.
Oh.
Don't think I know. Who
Oh, she just came out with a wonderful special on Netflix called Crushing It.
Okay.
It
I'll
was
have to check
released
that out,
early
too.
December.
Yeah. No,
And
she's
I've seen her
really
live a
funny.
lot.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite stand-ups,
Nice.
Fortune, yeah. And they are so funny. It's stream of consciousness and just absolutely hysterical. Those three together are absolute gold.
Okay.
So
Okay.
check it out.
All right.
I am subscribing
Not as
now.
gold as us. You know,
Yeah,
the four of
well,
us are like, we're like
Nobody-
platinum, baby.
That's right. Yeah.
This one's going viral.
Yeah.
I mean, sooner or later, it's got to happen.
Yeah. Jeez.
I subscribe.
106 is the magic number. You had to wait till somebody used the safe word. They was going to go viral.
They have 93 episodes, about 48 minutes each. And
Handsome.
93.
And they have 5.3 thousand followers.
That's nice.
That 5.3 thousand?
Is that on the tubes? Is that on Spotify?
That's on.
It's on YouTube and on all the places
This
you can get
information
everything.
is showing from like their
Okay.
podcast.
It's so good. It is
Nice.
so good. They have a bunch of merch. They do live podcasts and sell out all
Yeah,
the
but
time.
we do a very Smurfy Smurf.
We did Smurfy Smurf. Yes.
Smurftastic.
It was Smurftastic.
Very Smurftastic.
Yeah, we really
I loved that show when I was a kid. Oh my god!
Well, then you got to listen to our Smurfy Smurfness.
Yeah,
it was our holiday special.
I was brainy. Papa Smurf always says.
Papa Smurf always says. So ending this here program on something positive, folks, I did find, because this is kind of a comedy, comedian-centric episode, I found a couple of, because George Carlin, top 3 for me,
Yes.
so a couple of his quotes. There's a humorous side to every situation. The challenge is to find it. And then he also said, if it's true that our species is alone in the universe, then I'd have to say the universe aimed rather low and settled for very little.
Yeah.
That sounds like Carlson.
What a waste of fucking space.
Definitely a waste of space. Kate, Carlson, thank you so much for
you.
joining
I had so much
us.
fun.
Awesome for you to be here. And once you get the podcast going, I know Todd's going to help you out with that.
Yep.
We'll definitely link it up.
Fantastic.
Put you on our website, on our socials, all that good stuff.
And vice
then,
versa.
Yeah, come on down.
To my 0 listeners.
When you want to.
I'm really putting a carrot dangle with a carrot there.
Not for long. Well, it's going to be We Remember When.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is do a bunch of videos on Reels or TikTok, and you'll get some there.
Well, TikTok seems like that would be a dead end.
I mean,
It's a dying art form.
your videos will still be there long after we lose access to it, but you know, people will still be able to see it.
And do all of those use the same? Let's say you're going to do Instagram, Facebook Reels, TikTok. Is that all the same format?
Yep.
You cut one video and put it across top of it.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of times when I was posting our stuff on TikTok, I was grabbing whatever he was posting on YouTube as the shorts, and then I was reposting them over on TikTok.
Nice. And really important, find a donkey video, because donkey videos get...
Oh my God.
The donkey with the rubber chicken. Not that donkey video.
Wait, what's the safe word again?
Not that one.
What
Not
about-
that one.
Hold on.
I don't want to type in donkey video in the Google
Do
search.
not. 2 donkeys, 1 cow.
I'm like, I feel like I'm being set up to Google something bad.
Let me explain what this video was, because it was one of those videos I found. I came across this video on TikTok. It was a cute video of a donkey playing with a rubber chicken, and he was just like a dog would play with a squeak toy.
I'm a fan of rubber chickens, so you have me hooked.
So it was a full-size adult donkey, and the person would say, "Hey, donkey, we have a new toy for you." And he'd come running from the back of the yard, just making all kinds of noise.
Wait, what was that again?
I'm not doing that again.
How'd that go?
So and he would come to the front and then hand him the rubber chicken, and he would just go ape shit over this
He's having a
rubber chicken.
blast, yeah.
And we got thousands of views, hundreds of thousands.
Tons of responses.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people going, you need another animal for him to play with.
Yeah.
He can't be
Like
alone.
it's our
Our
donkey.
town, our
Like
town
it's
is
your
shitting on
donkey. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay,
It's aired
Karen.
in a video.
Jesus.
But we
Karen.
invited everybody that responded to the video, put an emoji on there, and we got 5,000.
And we went from having
followers on it.
we went from having 1,200 people to
10,000.
10,000 in a month.
Yeah. It was
Suckers.
nuts. Absolute nuts.
Yeah.
And it was
I'm curious of the context of introducing said donkey video.
Well, the thing is,
how do you work that one into a conversation?
Have you seen my donkey video?
Is it at the new recommendation section? By the way,
the caption was when you need a reminder of what joy looks like.
Oh, well, that's nice.
For me, it was the donkey was having a lot of fun. He was enjoying beating the shit out of this
Blasting he was having.
Yeah, he was having so much fun. I was like, man, I wish I could have that much fun on something so stupid. You know?
It was almost as much fun the donkey was having as Mike would during a building collapse.
An earthquake and alien invasion.
The donkey's dick was out.
Seriously. I was like, it was
Todd's algorithms. Oh shit.
It was just a random video that made me smile, and I wanted to share it with everybody on a podcast.
And I keep telling Todd he needs to find our next donkey video because we need more followers.
We need more followers.
We have like close to 15,000 followers now, don't we?
I don't know what the number is, but it's
That's on Facebook, mind you.
You have 15,000 donkey enthusiasts.
Actually, I would say about half of those are people who like the video. The other half are people who are chastising us for only having one donkey.
A lot of angry emojis too. But
I was
Like, how do they know the other donkey's not behind the house?
Yeah.
Like, people are so up in
nuts or some
arms
shit.
about anything.
No,
Gotta
it's
have
just an
something to
outrage
bitch about.
machine.
Yeah, they're searching to rage. God,
Rabble.
all right, boys. Thank you for being here. Kate, thank you so much for being
I had
here.
so much fun.
Yes.
And all you suckers watching us for the last hour and a half, thank you.
Go find some donkey videos.
Yeah, donkey.
Kate, I think what we need for your podcast is we need one neurotypical to kind of rein us in because we're like herding cats.
We need a nerd to rein us in.
And neurotypical.
Oh, a neurotypical. So a nerd.
Yeah.
They're nerds. You're neurotypical?
Yes.
You're wearing a Star Wars shirt. I don't think that's the
He's got
case.
good taste.
That's a really cool Star Wars shirt, by the way.
Well,
My
thank you
son's a
so
major
much.
Star Wars.
Christmas.
Well, I'm a big Star Wars fan.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
May the force be with you.
Always.
Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you think this episode is worth $1 or $5, the boys would love to have it. Please go to ourtownpod.store for merch or to donate now. For less than a cup of coffee, you can also join the website in the member-only area for exclusive bonus content, vlogs, and more. It's just $3 a month or $30 a year. Thank you for listening to this production of Our Town Podcast Extraordinaire.